side, picking up some much-needed yards in first down.
You are looking live at the Warrior Gym in Topeka, Indiana, where tonight one of Michiana's great rivalries renews. It's the first game of a doubleheader as the girls from Fairfield and Westview collide in this edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week. And how you doing, everybody? Alongside my business and broadcast partner, Angelo Carlo, with Craig Heatherly courtside, it's Chuck Freeby. Great to have you with us for a great night of high school basketball on Sports Michiana. The Fairfield girls won the state a couple of years ago in Class 3A. Brody Garber moved on. Now he's coach of the boys team. So a lot of people wondered, with Kyle Hartman at the helm, how would this program be? Same as it ever was, awfully good.
Yeah, they're 15-4 on the season. They have some players on their team that had the experience of playing in the state championship 2 years ago, and they're very tall. So for a 3A school, they're going to have a big advantage not only tonight, but perhaps come sectional time in what will be a difficult sectional. So they have a lot of promise, and this is a big game, of course, in a rivalry game.
When you look at the walls here in the Warrior Gym, you can see some past success for Westview girls basketball. Hasn't been that way in recent years, but Ryan Yoder has slowly built this thing, and they're having a 500 season.
Yeah, they're off to a good year for where they've been, and certainly they're 4-4 in conference play. They have a nice mix of talent on this squad, and then you throw in the fact that this is a rivalry game, and what a coup it would be for this Westview squad if they can knock off a 15-4 Fairfield team here tonight. It would be a huge win in a rivalry game that could really boost them come postseason time, because we're not that far away.
No, we're not. The sectional draw is Sunday. Craig Heatherly joins us now courtside. And Craig, these two schools played just a week ago. Fairfield winning by 9. As a coach, how much of it tonight is making adjustments and tweaks, and how much of it is just executing better?
Yeah, there's got to be a balance of both as a coach. You've got to make adjustments based upon what worked and what didn't work in the last game. But most importantly, you've got to execute the game plan that's been put in place for tonight's game at a much higher level. So the key here is to build upon what you learned in the last game, stay focused on playing to your strengths, and execute with better precision.
This gym is filled with Yoders and Millers and Bontraggers, and they all don't like each other very much tonight. The 60th renewal of the battle between Westview and Fairfield in girls basketball is next on Sports Michiana.
You're watching the Sports Michiana High School Game of the Week, brought to you by Tony Letcher Health Markets, Tire Rack, Notre Dame Federal Credit Union, the St. Joseph County Police Department, Imagineering Finishing Technologies, Patrick, Reliance, the Lilliard Insurance Agency, Big C Lumber, Crown Trophy, Ferret Custom Roll Forming, your neighborly hometown heroes, and these great sponsors.
Shopping for tires used to be like pulling teeth. That was before I went to TireRack.com. TireRack's Tire Decision Guide made it easy to drill down to the right tires for me.
What?
Oh, I got a great deal. My tires shipped fast and free and arrived the next day. I even got 2 years of free road hazard protection.
Where?
You're darn right, wow. Next time your tires get long in the tooth, visit TireRack.com.
TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
In need of an award? Call Crown Trophy of Mishawaka, the area's premier award provider. They've been serving the area since 2001 with cutting-edge exclusive products, personalized with state-of-the-art laser engraving technology. And Crown Trophy has more than just trophies. They offer corporate, sales, and retirement awards, along with personalized gifts and promotional products. Crown Trophy, nationally known, locally owned, where everyone's a winner.
For over 100 years, experience and inspiration have been the foundation of Big C Lumber.
I'm Mark Young. Deciding on the perfect cabinetry for your home can be overwhelming. It's best to depend on our consultants with decades of experience at Big C Lumber. Your needs and wishes will be matched with our guidance in the creation of new spaces. We call this customer-inspired design, representing your personality, your style. Visit Big C Lumber, where the possibilities are endless.
Let's be honest, shopping for window treatments can be a real pain in the glass. Shades, shutters, blinds, drapes, the options are endless. Avoid expensive mistakes and return shipping with online retailers. Call the local team at Quality Window Treatments. Their entirely local process makes choosing the right look for your space easy. They bring the showroom to you during your in-person consultation. And with hands-off local installation, you never make a measurement. Visit QualityWindowTreatment.com to book your free consultation and see your space in a whole new light.
Your garage door keeps your home, family, and valuables safe and secure. Make sure it always looks good and works well. Precision Garage Door is your one-stop shop for design, installation, and repairs. Count on us to help you choose the right materials, style, and color for your new door. And when you need repairs, we're ready. Our friendly trained technicians work around your schedule and are available 24/7 for emergency repairs. Call your local Precision Garage Door today.
Garage doors done right.
You dream it, we design it. You need it, we've got it. We crank it out so you can crank it up. We work with purpose to power your passion. It's game on, so come on, let's elevate adventure. Let's take life to the next level today. Let's become better together. This is Patrick.
This edition of the Sports Michiana High School Basketball Game of the Week being brought to you by the St. Joseph County Police Department. Join the team and help protect and serve our community. We welcome you back to Topeka. It's Fairfield and Westview for the 60th time in girls basketball tonight. Time now to look at our keys to win, brought to us by the Lilliard Insurance Agency. And for Fairfield, it's don't let up or let down. They just beat Westview a week ago, so they don't want to let down, especially coming after a big win against Central Noble on Tuesday night. And they can't afford to let up against what they expect to be pressure defense from Westview. Create transition if Fairfield can break the press. They're very dangerous in transition. And defend the post. Bree Corey had 14 points last week in the game for Westview against Fairfield, and they felt like she did them a lot of harm on the inside. For Westview, they've got to rebound, hold this taller Fairfield team to one shot. No live ball turnovers because that creates the transition for Fairfield, and then attack the basket against Fairfield's defense.
Here are the starters for Fairfield. Eva Herbert, a 5'10 junior guard. She does everything. 11.4 points per game, 4.7 assists per game, 3.2 steals per game, and 4.1 rebounds per game. Michaela Massa is a 5'11 junior forward, averaging 10.7 points per game. Hattie Herbert, 5'8 senior guard. You'll hear from her after the game in our Student Athlete of the Week, presented by Tony Letcher with Health Markets. Madison Jones, a 5'10 sophomore forward, averaging 14.5 points per game. And Macy Worthman, a 5'8 junior guard, averaging 4.6 points per game. How about for the Westview starters, brought to you by East of Chicago Pizza in Shipshewana. Karis Weinberg is a 5'6 senior guard, averaging 9.1 points per game, has 32 threes on the season. Olivia Bontrager, a 5'1 sophomore guard, 4.6 points, 3.4 assists, and 2.3 steals per game. Morgan Riegsecker, a 5'6 senior guard, averaging 3.4 points per game. Janissa Lehman, a 5'6 junior forward, 7.5 points per game, 6 rebounds per contest. And Bree Corey, a 5'11 junior forward, averaging 7.4 points and 4.4 rebounds per game.
That does it for our St. Joseph County Police Department pregame show. When we return, we'll have the opening tip of tonight's matchup. You're watching high school basketball on Sports Michiana.
Finding private health insurance can be stressful. What if it didn't have to be? I'm Tony Letcher, licensed insurance agent. I prefer to personally meet with my clients so I can get a better understanding of your needs and budget. I can even review your current coverage. I don't want you to be my client today. I want you to be my client forever. Call Tony Letcher today to schedule your free consultation or visit tletcher.com.
Founded in 2001 by brothers Sam and Levi, Reliance has built a reputation for excellence, providing high-quality home building and renovation services to the Michiana area. From single-room renovations like kitchens and bathrooms to building your dream home from the ground up, everything benefits from their decades of experience. From concept to completion, Reliance makes even the largest projects simple and hassle-free. To find out more, visit RelianceDBR.net. Reliance. Design, build, renovate.
When contractors and OEMs need quality electrical products at the best prices, they look to Babsco Supply. We strive to supply all the electrical products you need for residential, light commercial, and OEM electrical components. We have the knowledge, dedication to customer service, and extensive inventory to ensure your electrical projects are completed successfully. We are employee-owned, which means all of our employees are owners. So you know we care. With locations in Elkhart and Warsaw, Babsco Supply is working together to serve you better. Learn more at babsco.com.
Your car carries precious cargo. It needs to be dependable, rain or shine. Let Tom's Car Care Center in South Bend help take the stress out of your car's maintenance. We'll change your oil in 10 minutes, flush your transmission, replace your wiper blades, and much more. Oil changes include a half-price car wash when needed. Welcome to your extended family, Tom's Car Care Center.
In 1969, America celebrated men landing on the moon. Now the USA is trying to return, and Imagineering Finishing Technologies in South Bend is helping pave the way. IFT is providing paint, chemical conversion coatings, and non-destructive testing services for NASA's Space Launch System and Orion spacecraft, which will deliver astronauts to the moon and possibly Mars. Help make it happen by joining the Imagineering Finishing Technologies team at iftww.com/careers.
Just graduated high school and now wondering what's next? Ready to start making a difference? Now is your chance. The St. Joe County Police Department Correctional Officer's starting pay is $50,000. Working in the jail can teach you life skills that you can use as a correctional or police officer. Benefits include vacation, medical, dental, and vision. For more information, call Sergeant Kylie Williams at 574-245-6263 or apply at sjcpd.org.
High school basketball game of the week being brought to you by Health Markets and Tony Letcher. The right coverage at the right price. Normally we show that student-athlete feature sponsored by Tony before the game, but because of our doubleheader tonight, we'll be showing it between games. We can tell you what the both two teams are wearing tonight. It's sponsored by It's Tops in Mishawaka. Fairfield in the road blues with the white letters, the gold numbers and trim, and the Westview Warriors in their white uniforms with the red numbers trimmed in gold. On to the series history, the 60th meeting between these two schools. Westview leads the all-time series 31-28. They started playing girls basketball at these schools in 1976. Fairfield won just a week ago.
So it should be a good matchup. I mean, when you see a rivalry that's 60 games old and it's that even in the matchup, always makes it fun. Let's take a look at the officials here tonight. For this evening's girls game, we've got Scott Martin, Edward Van Gessel, and Ryan Cummings, our officials here tonight.
And the opening tip-off sponsored by our friends at Neighborly Hometown Heroes. Fairfield in the blue, Westview in the white. Ready to go on Sports Michiana. Glad you've joined us wherever you may be watching. And the tap is stolen away by the Westview Warriors, who come in with a record of 10-10. They lost to Angola on Wednesday night, 36-32. Their best win, a 12-point triumph over Churubusco, but they have not beaten a team with a record above 500. 3 on the way from Janissa Lehman, who's off the mark, and the rebound to Madison Jones. And here come the 15-4 Fairfield Falcons, who are 7-1 in the NECC after a Tuesday night win over Central Noble. Michaela Mast misfires on her 3, and the rebound to Bree Corey. So both teams missing 3s on the opening possession. Olivia Bontrager for 3, and that's off the mark as well, and the rebound goes out of bounds to Fairfield.
First quarter brought to you by Westview School Corporation. We also let you know that Shipshewana-based KZ Recreational Vehicles is proud to support athletics in northern Indiana. KZ, a top RV manufacturer, is built on the foundation of integrity and family culture. Work for KZ and drive home with a sense of belonging, pride, and a great career.
Madison Jones helps Fairfield break the press with the first basket of the night. And the 5'10 sophomore, averaging 15 a game, puts the Falcons in front. Harris Weinberg for three. That's off the mark as well, but an offensive rebound for Westview. Lehman trying to back her player down, traveled. So Ryan Yoder's team comes out trying to make some hay from beyond the arc, but as has been the problem for Westview throughout the season, they're not shooting it well. They're only a 34% shooting team on the season.
And you can break down all the things you want in basketball. If you can't put the ball in the basket, not much else is going to help you win games.
Ava Herbert, the talented junior, handles things up top. That's Madison Jones. A little high-low game. Finds Herbert open in the corner for three, but that's off the mark. Rebound, no good by Hattie Herbert. And finally, Westview comes away with a basketball.
They don't get points on that drive, but great ball work to get the open man, even though they didn't make the shot from the outside. They did get the rebound, but no points on that drive. But I love the ball work Fairfield had on that possession.
Fairfield now in a 2-3 zone. Nice little move by Bontrager, but the baseline shut off well by Michaela Mast. And Ryan Yoder calls a new play.
Tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by Fairfield Schools, leading the way with the highest graduation rates and top iRead scores in Elkhart County. Excellence starts here. Go Falcons.
Karis Weinberg misfires, but the rebound pulled in by Janissa Lehman. She'll go in for the two. So Westview finally decides to take a two-point shot, and what do you know? They hit it. We're tied at 2 with 5:30 to go first quarter. Madison Jones on the outside. That's Ava Herbert. Westview now in its own 2-3 zone. Mast finds Jones at the elbow. That's off the mark. And another one-and-done possession for Fairfield. Janissa Lehman doing a very nice job on the iron here in the early going.
Yeah, she averages 6.1 rebounds per game, only 5'6", but she is fighting hard against 4 players on this Fairfield squad in the starting lineup at 5'10" or taller.
Weinberger and Bontrager, or I should just say Weinberg, fires the three. That's short, and the rebound comes to Hattie Herbert. Serpentining her way down the floor is Madison Jones. Blocking foul called on Westview. Looks like it will go against Bree Corey, and for the 5'11 junior, that's her first. It'll send Fairfield to the foul line for free throw sponsored by the Fairfield Community Schools. You get another look at it as Madison Jones goes to the stripe. Only a 54% free throw shooter, but she was money on the first one.
Our replays tonight brought to you by KZRV.
There you see Ryan Yoder, fifth-year coach here at Westview. Jones, a three-sport athlete at Fairfield, couldn't get the second one to go. And the Falcons have a 1-point lead nearly midway through the first.
After the game, we'll hear from our Student Athletes of the Week presented by Tony Letcher. Tony, a lifelong resident of Michiana, a licensed insurance agent with Health Markets. If you need insurance, Tony is your guy. Google Tony Letcher Health Markets to connect.
Corey for three. That's an air ball, and it comes to Madison Jones. Jones will bring it up the floor in the hurry. Michaela Mast. Mast buries the three. She averages 11 points a game, and all of a sudden Fairfield up by 4. Michaela Mast, very familiar with this gym. 2 years ago, she was the leading scorer for the Westview Warriors before transferring to Fairfield.
Good defense here by Fairfield.
Weinberg took it down the baseline. Now Lehman into the paint. And she's fouled from behind by Ava Herbert. And it'll be Janissa Lehman, a 64% free throw shooter, going to the line.
She draws the foul there, and that's big because they have not had the opportunity to really shoot too many shots inside the three-point line here tonight. They're going to have to be able to do that to have a shot in this one. Freezing temperatures, sleet, snow. Of course, we've seen all that already arrive here in Michiana. But are you ready to tackle winter's worst with your tires? The experts at TireRack.com will get your vehicle ready for prime time. They sell tires that dominate winter. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
Sophomore Maddie Treat checks into the game for Fairfield. She wears number 11. Here's Lehman, a three-sport athlete, soccer and softball. She missed both free throws, but Weinberg collects the loose change. Westview trying to figure out its spacing here against the zone of Fairfield. Bontrager may have gotten hooked by Herbert, but Herbert gets the steal.
62 steals now on the season for Herbert.
Mast for three. She's starting to heat up. Her second of the night. She was 5 out of 6 from three-point range against Central Noble Tuesday night. And that's clearly a spot she likes. Weinberg fires a three and answers. Karis Weinberg averages 9 a game to lead the Westview Warriors.
Reminder, this first quarter brought to you by Westview School Corporation, dedicated to providing the best in academics, arts, and athletics for all of our students. Excellence is our tradition at Westview. Go Warriors.
Mast had an idea as she went into the paint, changed the idea. That changed her footwork and led to the travel. And a travel called on Westview.
3 turnovers for the Warriors, 1 for Fairfield here early on.
Ryan Yoder, who played some ball here at Westview. In fact, his stepdad is the former state champion coach Troy Neely. So he's been in this gym a time or two. Mast another three. This one just a little bit away from her spot, and it showed as she misses it. And Lehman gets another rebound. Lehman not a strong shooter, but she usually finds ways to score. Bontrager with some high-low action. The bank not open on a Friday night, and the rebound comes to Fairfield.
Westview just not able to get the ball in the paint pretty much whatsoever here so far tonight.
Here's another three on the way. Madison Jones misses, and the rebound to Weinberg.
Westview has done a good job of preventing Fairfield from having second chance opportunities here in this first quarter.
That is the one key to win that they have followed through on. They have not done a very good job of attacking the basket so far. Let's see if it changes. Bontrager misfires on a three, and it goes out of bounds to the Falcons. And Ryan Yoder will go to his bench and put J.J. Whetstone in the game, a 5'7 junior.
AgTech Solutions cheers on Fairfield as farmers have had to reimagine themselves. So have the companies that work with them. As an independent rep for Pioneer, AgTech Solutions is dedicated to serving farmers year-round with the most advanced technologies and localized expertise.
Ava Herbert brings it back outside. But Weinberg is chasing her. It's interesting. It has a 2-3 zone look, but as Herbert, now they finally switched players on her. And Herbert dribbled into a double team and threw it away. Westview gave a little bit different look to that 2-3 zone that time, Anj.
They did, and now they're trying to get, can they get a different look on the offensive side of the ball in terms of being able to, I don't even know if they're really trying or want to try to get the ball inside, which means they have to have the outside shot going to be able to have a chance of winning this game. So far, they've only made 2 field goals, but they are also only behind by 4 points.
Michaela Mass called for the hold. Here's a three on the way and off the mark from Janissa Lehman. And nothing dropping from the outside. Well, they have hit 1 3-pointer, has Westview tonight. Herbert into the paint, slings it up, can't get it to go. Rebound out of bounds to Fairfield.
Imagineering Finishing Technologies in South Bend, a longtime supporter of high school athletics. They're also helping NASA and send astronauts back to the moon. Want to help? Learn more on joining the Imagineering Finishing Technologies team at iftww.com/careers.
Nice execution on the inbounds play. Madison Jones has 5, Michaela Mast has 6, and that's all the offense for Fairfield. But that's been enough. They're up by 6 with 30 seconds to go in the first. Great steal by Bontrager. She'll race down the other end and have to slow up because of transition defense. The wing jumper is short, and the rebound comes down to Fairfield's Maddie Treat. Cross-court pass. Herbert's open over there. She'll try her luck. Too strong. Rebound, Madison Jones, and can't quite get the butt. Well, she traveled anyway with 4.8 seconds left in the half. Westview will go to its bench and put Bree Corey back in the game. Corey had 14 points last Friday night against Fairfield, but that early foul she picked up has taken her out of the game. Bontrager, they'll get the shot off. It's a little bit short. That's the way the first quarter ends. Fairfield, their defense has extended Westview. Westview can't hit shots, and that's one reason the Falcons lead at 11-5 after one on Sports Michiana.
I joined Notre Dame Federal Credit Union a long time ago.
1978.
I've been a member over 15 years.
I've worked with Notre Dame my whole banking life.
44 years.
I have my checking account there. I have my savings account there.
Really value the community-based banking system.
My credit card with Notre Dame. I have my car insurance with Notre Dame.
I can't say enough good things, really.
I have my auto loans with Notre Dame.
My whole life is at Notre Dame
I
Credit
will
Union.
remain with them until the day I die.
It's one unique, one special vibe.
Are you tired of auto service from big box stores and new car dealers? 45 years ago, my parents, Bud and Diane, founded Zolman's with a strong commitment to the community. Today, Zolman's Best One Tire and Auto Care is still family owned and operated with over 150 employees and families. And we offer a price match guarantee on any tires from any local dealer, while providing complete auto service on all makes and all models, serving you and your family for 3 generations. Buy local, shop local. Zolman's Best One Tire and Auto Care.
This edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week being brought to you by Tire Rack. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. We go downstairs for a Patrick Sideline report. Craig Heatherly, what caught your notice in the first 8 minutes?
Yeah, it was Fairfield's defense there. The last 11 possessions in that quarter, they held Westview to 3 points, which is pretty impressive. I've been impressed with Ava's ability to attract the defense and make plays for her teammates. Her size, her skill set draws the defense in, and she's making plays for their team without scoring the basketball.
Thank you very much, Craig. Our second quarter brought to us by Ferret Custom Roll Forming.
Ferret Custom Roll Forming, the best choice in metal fabrication, provides ISO certified quality with unparalleled service and support. At Ferret Custom Roll Forming, we form value. Learn more at ferretrollforming.com.
Kayla Mast had 6 points in that first quarter. There's Ava Herbert, and there's 3 on the board for Fairfield. The Falcons hit their third three-pointer of the game, and coincidentally, they lead it by 9. Ball knocked away and a foul called on Ava Herbert, and that will be her second. So now a decision for Kyle Hartman on that Fairfield bench. And he will send in Hattie Herbert. Well, yeah, there's the buzzer. Here comes Hattie, and her sister Ava goes out.
That wasn't a true timeout, but if it was a timeout, it'd be brought to you by our friends at AgTech Solutions, since we haven't had any. We'll get the plug in here when we can.
Little inside action that time for Westview, but they can't convert as the shot is missed by J.J. Whetstone. Hattie Herbert with the basketball, the senior. You'll meet her between games, one of our Tony Letcher Health Market Student Athletes of the Week. Michaela Mast now will try to run this team from up top. Nice drive by Madison Jones, and she banks it in for 2. Jones, only a sophomore, with 7 already in this one, and as you can tell by that move, she's very athletic.
Yeah, 3-sport player, plays volleyball, softball as well. Showing that athleticism here, and now suddenly this is ballooned to a 11-point lead as Fairfield is on a 7-0 run.
Fairfield really able to extend the wings on that zone. Finally, Westview works it inside. There's Bree Corey for 2. That's what the Warriors have wanted to do all night, is to work it into her. That's the first time they've really successfully done it.
Well, they're going to have to. They're going to have to, because if that shot's not going, they have no choice but to try to go inside. They have not even attempted, because Corey has not been in the game as much as you would like.
Excellent box out that time by J.J. Whetstone, and it draws the foul on Fairfield. It's called on Paige Park, the freshman picking up her first.
Southwind Flooring cheers on the Warriors. Visit their showroom located in Shipshewana or online at southwindflooring.com. Southwind Flooring, the perfect foundation to your dreams.
Still a 9-point lead for Fairfield with a little under 6 minutes to go here first half. On the outside, Whetstone trying to solve this 2-3 zone. Whetstone open on the wing, connects. JJ with her 17th of the season. And all of a sudden, Westview whittling away at that lead. We noticed that they're not a good shooting team, but from three-point range, typically Westview shoots 30%. I don't think those are the numbers they have tonight, but they're still hustling on defense, trying to make plays.
No, they've obviously have made 2 3-pointers, but they've attempted a whole lot. The key for them right now is they've made back-to-back field goals, and can they continue that and make this into a little bit of a run here on a 5-0 run already?
Jenna Fought, another freshman, checks into the game for Fairfield. I'll say it, the other key for them is the fact that Ava Herbert's sitting on the bench with 2 fouls right now for Fairfield, and ever since she's gone to the bench, Westview seems to play with a little more confidence. Whetstone gets it inside to Lehman. Corey calling for the ball. Now she has to set a screen. There's Corey on the inside, over the top of Jones. Well defended, and the rebound comes to Fairfield.
Tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by Fairfield Schools, where they ensure all students learn and grow at high levels to be prepared for the future. Go Falcons.
Michaela Bast on the outside. Now Hattie Herbert for 3. Couldn't bank that one home, and the rebound to Weinberg. Westview finding ways to hang around, only down 6. Lehman tried to drive in, was shut off, so here's a 3 on the way. That's too strong, and the rangy Paige Park brings that one in.
Want to help your team look great? It's Tops can help. They're the official outfitter for a number of local schools and even Sports Michiana, and they can do a lot more than just clothes. Learn more at itstops.net.
Nice drive here by Jones. She'll go in, and she'll be going to the line for 2. The foul called on Bree Corey. That's her second.
And these free throws coming up, brought to you by Fairfield Schools. And we'll take a look at the replay, brought to you by KZ Recreational Vehicles, as she draws the foul inside.
Madison Jones, 5'10 sophomore. Couldn't quite get her 8th point of the night right there, as Westview will go to the bench, and Morgan Riegsecker checks back in to take the place of Karis Weinberg. But I've noticed in prepping for this one Madison Jones has had 4 games over 20 points this season. She is capable of being a huge offensive scorer, but for that to happen, she's got to do a better job at the foul line than she did there with an 0 for 2.
Yeah, I mean, she is only a sophomore. She's only a 54% free throw shooter, so I'm sure that's an area of her game that she's going to look to improve on heading into the offseason. They would love to get her better this season because it could make a difference in the tournament, certainly. But certainly all the tools are there that you can see from her for her to be a very talented player in the years to come here in Michiana.
Bank shot attempt by Morgan Riegsecker goes awry, and here comes Fairfield still up 6.
Thanks to East of Chicago Pizza in Shipshewana for feeding our crew tonight. Their buffet is open 6 days a week. Carry out, dine in, delivery. Also available on DoorDash. East of Chicago Pizza on Van Buren Street in Shipshewana.
Janissa Lehman Jenna Fought missed the 3. Here comes Westview the other way. Corey down on the block with the left hand. And a timeout called by Westview. Ryan Yoder will take it. We will too. 2:54 to go first half. Westview within 4 on Sports Michiana.
Yes, I was just in a bad car accident. I need help.
I'm in a call center. How am I supposed to help you? Did you buy this insurance over the interweb?
Yes.
You think this can wait till after my lunch break?
No, your lunch can wait.
When this happens, you'll understand why it's important to have a local agent. The Lilliard Insurance Agency is just that agency. We're a local agency and we're here to take care of you. Call the Lilliard Agency today.
For over 100 years, experience and inspiration have been the foundation of Big C Lumber. I'm Mark Young. Deciding on the perfect cabinetry for your home can be overwhelming. It's best to depend on our consultants with decades of experience at Big C Lumber. Your needs and wishes will be matched with our guidance in the creation of new spaces. We call this customer-inspired design, representing your personality, your style. Visit Big C Lumber, where the possibilities are endless.
This edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week being brought to you in part by Imagineering Finishing Technologies. IFT, where quality is a way of life. And the timeout on the floor sponsored by Ag Tech Solutions.
Your home deserves the best, and your neighborly hometown heroes are here to deliver. Glass Doctor secures your home with expert glass care. Mr. Handyman takes on the small fixes to big improvements, and 5-Star Painting revitalizes your space inside and out. Trust the pros who bring you peace of mind above all else.
Michaela Mass misses the 3. Here comes Westview with a chance to cut the deficit to 2 or maybe 1. Westview led this game last Friday night at halftime. And Ryan Yoder felt like his team played 29 good minutes in that game, or at least 29 competitive minutes. He said there was one 3-minute spurt that really cost them the game, and they wound up losing by 9.
Well, they were down 16-5. They're on a 7-0 run. Can they extend that here on this possession and make it a one-possession game?
Showing good patience on this possession. Maddie Grossman, they were trying to feed her on the high post, and it's knocked away. Remember Ava Herbert sitting on the bench for Fairfield with 2 fouls. Mast had a hot hand early from the right wing, but they're making her go to the left now.
Whether it's Medicare, individual, or family insurance, or even small business insurance, Tony Letcher with Health Markets is your guy. He doesn't want you to be his client just today. He wants you to be his client forever. Google Tony Letcher Health Markets or visit tletcher.com.
Mast with the left. And now it's Fairfield exercising patience at the behest of second-year coach Kyle Hartman. The Falcons 15-4 on the season, 7-1 in the Northeast Corner Conference. Their only loss in conference play to Eastside, which is undefeated in the league. Park goes down the baseline for 2, and the freshman Paige Park gets her first basket of the night.
Great patience there by Fairfield. You haven't scored in a while. No need to rush it. Take your time. Wait for your opportunity. That's what they did, and they get the points to break the 7-0 run for Westview.
Well, Fairfield has no problem playing low-tempo games, even though they'd rather create transition. They're undefeated this year when they hold opponents to 40 or less. Janissa Lehman for 3. Misfire, but a rebound up and in by J.J. Whetstone, who has come off the bench to lead the Warriors in scoring tonight.
And that was a fabulous rebound and putback. Came in off the backside, grabbed it, and went right up with the layup.
Kyle Hartman wants to play for 1 shot. You see the clock, bottom of the TireRack.com scoreboard. Madison Jones kicks it outside. Herbert off the mark. The rebound to Lehman. Are they aware of the clock? I don't think so. Weinberg from half court off the mark. And the first half has come to an end with Fairfield leading Westview by a count of 18-14. Coach, we get ready to go downstairs. We toss it on down to Craig Heatherly with a Patrick Sideline report. Go ahead, Craig. Go ahead, Craig.
Coach, what did you like about your team there in the first half to get yourselves a 4-point lead?
We moved the ball pretty well in the first quarter. Ava picking up 2 didn't help a whole lot, and our offense kind of stalled a little bit. But it's a good opportunity for others to step up and do something on offense for us.
Yeah, you mentioned your offense stalled there. What kind of adjustments are you going to do here or think about doing in the second half against that zone?
It's going to start on defense. We get stops. Hopefully we can get out and transition a little bit. That'll start us for a little bit, maybe open it up, and maybe they have to come out of that zone. But ball movement, cutting, the reversals are just too slow right now for us.
Coach, good luck in the second half. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Craig. That was Kyle Hartman, the Fairfield head coach. When we come back, we've got our St. Joseph County Police halftime report. We'll talk more with Craig about what we saw in the first half. Fairfield leads Westview 18-14. You're watching high school girls basketball on Sports Michiana.
Let's be honest, shopping for window treatments can be a real pain in the glass. Shades, shutters, blinds, drapes, the options are endless. Avoid expensive mistakes and return shipping with online retailers. Call the local team at Quality Window Treatments. Their entirely local process makes choosing the right look for your space easy. They bring the showroom to you during your in-person consultation. And with hands-off local installation, you never make a measurement. Visit QualityWindowTreatment.com to book your free consultation and see your space in a whole new light.
Shopping for tires used to really grind my gears. So many tires, and the thought of choosing the right one made me, Precisely. That's before I went to TireRack.com. I got the best deal hands down. My tires ship fast and free, arrive the next day like clockwork. Tire Rack even gave me 2 years of free road hazard protection. Precisely.
TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
Medicare plans can be confusing, but they don't have to be. I'm Tony Letcher, licensed insurance agent. I can help you compare your options because I'm appointed with many nationally recognized carriers. With my help, you can find the coverage that fits your needs and budget. I don't want you to be my client today. I want you to be my client forever. Call Tony Letcher today to schedule your free consultation or visit tletcher.com.
Your garage door keeps your home, family, and valuables safe and secure. Make sure it always looks good and works well. Precision Garage Door is your one-stop shop for design, installation, and repairs. Count on us to help you choose the right materials, style, and color for your new door. And when you need repairs, we're ready. Our friendly trained technicians work around your schedule and are available 24/7 for emergency repairs. Call your local Precision Garage Door today.
Garage doors done right.
This edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week being brought to you in part by Patrick, empowering outdoor enthusiasts since 1959. We welcome you back to Topeka, 18-14 Fairfield with the lead over Westview here at halftime as we bring you on inside the Notre Dame Federal Credit Union broadcast booth. Chuck Freeby, Angelo, Carlo high above the fray. Craig Heatherly is courtside with us tonight. And Craig, you talked to Fairfield coach Kyle Hartman there right before the break. You mentioned earlier their defense, but he said when Ava Herbert left the game, this was a completely different team. I would think you would concur with that.
Yeah, they've got incredible length on the defensive end. I'm surprised they didn't secure a lot of those long rebounds because there's a lot of three-pointers shot by Westview. Long rebounds turn into more transition opportunities. I'd like to see them run more in transition, as Coach mentioned. And, yeah, with Ava coming out of the game, it absolutely changed how they attack in the half court offensively.
Craig, if you're Westview, are you continuing to shoot the ball from the outside, or is it important for them to try to get the ball established inside in this second half?
Yeah, I thought both teams got great looks offensively. I think it's going to come down to which team can actually put those shots in here in the second half. For Westview, I'd like to just see more player movement and ball movement. They've got to keep that ball hot. And what I mean by that is you just got to keep it moving, because the more you can shift the defense back and forth, it's going to open up more opportunities for open shots, for drives. I think one other thing that they can do offensively, rather than throwing the ball to the high post, which is the free throw line, and shooting it right away, let the defense come in, kick it back out for open shots. I think that's a look that Coach is probably going to be talking about here in the second half.
They do have the tendency to catch and think, and as Rob Berger used to tell Craig Heatherly, don't think that only hurts the ball club. 18-14 Fairfield with the lead. We'll have halftime highlights and the scoring summary when we come back on Sports Michiana.
You dream it, we design it. You need it, we've got it. We crank it out so you can crank it up. We work with purpose to power your passion. It's game on, so come on. Let's elevate adventure. Let's take life to the next level today. Let's become better together. This is Patrick.
In need of an award? Call Crown Trophy of Mishawaka, the area's premier award provider. They've been serving the area since 2001 with cutting-edge exclusive products, personalized with state-of-the-art laser engraving technology. And Crown Trophy has more than just trophies. They offer corporate, sales, and retirement awards, along with personalized gifts and promotional products. Crown Trophy, nationally known, locally owned, where everyone's a winner.
Are you tired of auto service from big box stores and new car dealers? 45 years ago, my parents, Bud and Diane, founded Zolman's with a strong commitment to the community. Today, Zolman's Best One Tire and Auto Care is still family owned and operated with over 150 employees and families. And we offer a price match guarantee on any tires from any local dealer, while providing complete auto service on all makes and all models. Serving you and your family for 3 generations. Buy local, shop local. Zolman's Best One Tire and Auto Care.
We found out about Notre Dame Federal Credit Union through a friend. We were nervous about
growing interest rates, but Notre Dame Federal Credit Union communicated the entire way through that process and made us feel like we made a good move. Finding a house was the tricky part, but securing financing and going through the purchase process with Notre Dame Federal Credit Union, that was the easy part. That was simple. We would highly recommend working with Notre Dame Federal Credit Union. The customer service is amazing.
And this edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week being brought to us in part by Notre Dame Federal Credit Union, putting people over profits. 18-14 Fairfield on top of Westview in this girls basketball matchup as we welcome you back inside the Notre Dame Federal Credit Union broadcast booth. Chuck and Anj, your thoughts on that first half?
Yeah, I think obviously we've talked about Ava Herbert being out of the game. That was the big difference in that first half. And Craig was talking about wanting to see Fairfield move in transition. I think that was part of the reason they weren't able to move in transition was because she wasn't the ball handler. So I think that will change, obviously, here in the second half.
Let's show you how it got to be this way in Topeka tonight as Westview saw Fairfield's Michaela Mass drain back-to-back three-pointers in the first quarter to really get the Falcons out to a cushion. Karis Weinberg would answer at the other end with a three of her own to keep the Warriors in it. But when Ava Herbert dialed up this three, it looked like Fairfield might be ready to break away. Westview finally came back and answered with a J.J. Whetstone three, and then Bree Corey with 2 of her 4 in the first half. But the leading scorer of the first half, Madison Jones, had 7. She'll set up Paige Park for the drive here as Fairfield leads it 18-14 here at the intermission. So what's going to happen in the second half in the 60th renewal of the rivalry? We'll find out when we return. This has been the St. Joseph County Police Halftime Report on Sports Michiana.
Your car carries precious cargo. It needs to be dependable, rain or shine. Let Tom's Car Care Center in South Bend help take the stress out of your car's maintenance. We'll change your oil in 10 minutes, flush your transmission, replace your wiper blades, and much more. Oil changes include a half-price car wash when needed. Welcome to your extended family. Tom's.
When contractors and OEMs need quality electrical products at the best prices, they look to Babsco Supply. We strive to supply all the electrical products you need for residential, light commercial, and OEM electrical components. We have the knowledge, dedication to customer service, and extensive inventory to ensure your electrical projects are completed successfully. We are employee-owned, which means all of our employees are owners. So you know we care. With locations in Elkhart and Warsaw, Babsco Supply is working together to serve you better. Learn more at babsco.com.
Why do our auto insurance rates keep going up? Oh!
Dramatic increases in parts, labor, and medical care are causing auto insurance rates to soar nationwide. Lilliard's Insurance can protect you from auto rate increases with our available rate lock feature. And because Lilliard's Insurance is a local business, you get better service and deal with actual people. Hi, I'm Matt Lilliard. Call or text us today to see if you qualify.
And this edition of the Sports Michiana High School Game of the Week being brought to you by the Lilliard Insurance Agency. They're real people with real service of real value. And we'll bring you a real Craig Heavily Sideline Report sponsored by Patrick. What'd Ryan Yoder have to say at the half, Craig?
Yeah, just instilling a ton of confidence into his girls there at halftime. Listen, we are open. We're getting great looks on the offensive end. Be confident, step up, and make shots. And if we do that, we're going to have a whole lot of fun. So it was really all about let's keep doing what we're doing defensively and offensively. You ready to knock down some shots? Let's have some fun.
I agree with you. I don't think they forced a lot of shots. They just didn't hit a lot of shots. But sometimes that feels a little bit like a pitching coach going out to the mound saying throw strikes.
Third quarter brought to you by our friends at Southwind Flooring in Shipshewana.
Bree Corey off the high-low action scores, and she has 6. And when Westview has run that play, it's been very successful tonight, and now they're within 2. At the other end, Madison Jones answers with a layup, and maybe we'll see a little bit different tempo at the half here in the third.
For more than 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping people find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. They're nationally known, locally run by an outstanding team that believes in supporting the Michiana community. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
Janissa Lehman heard the halftime speech. She drains the 3. Just her 7th of the season, and all of a sudden it's a 1-point game. Jones for 3 at the other end, misfires. Rebound tipped in and delivered home by Fairfield. That was Paige Park.
Good second effort there by Fairfield. Looked like Westview was going to come away with the rebound, but Bree Corey was unable to secure it.
I think it was Hattie Herbert who had the tip there that kept it alive for Park. Ava Herbert at the foul line. Cross court, Madison Jones.
Locally owned Central Automotive in downtown South Bend is your answer for oil changes, brakes, air conditioning repair, general maintenance, and more. Check them out at Lafayette and Colfax. Central Automotive, we're here for your automotive needs.
It was interesting talking to both the girls' teams and the boys' teams this week. Not to feed into the stereotype, but the girls did comment how they know a lot of the girls from each team and how kind they are, how sweet they are, how nice they are. It did not sound like what you would expect for a rivalry game as Olivia Bontrager hits the three and ties this one up at 22. And yet you do see a lot of respect between these two teams out on the floor tonight.
Maybe a little bit more respect than we'll see in the boys' game because that one's a little bit more intense and heated.
And it did tend to sound a little more that way. Not that they were trash-talking one another. For the most part, the boys, and this plays into a stereotype as a father of boys, had no idea why there was a rivalry. They just knew that there was one. 22 all.
Thank you to the Lilliard Insurance Agency for all their work in helping Sports Michiana get all our insurance needs this year. Real people, real service, real value. That's their slogan, but Matt Lilliard and his team also live it every day. Visit realvalueins.com to get the personal touch you deserve.
Ryan Yoder lobbied for a reversal of the call and got it. And here's Westview with a chance to take the lead, but Weinberg's shot was tipped by Michaela Mast. Foul called underneath, and this is going to go on Mast, and that'll be her second.
Notre Dame Federal Credit Union is the financial institution of choice for Sports Michiana, plus hundreds of churches and schools. Link your Elevate credit or debit card, and your nonprofit earns 1% cash back. Go to NotreDameFCU.com/elevate to learn more.
Karis Weinberg gives Westview a lead at 23-22. Weinberg, a 61% foul shooter, the leading scorer on this team this year. She is a senior. She's really been tasked with being one of the leaders on this squad, and she's done a great job. And here she's got one more coming as they called the foul on the three-point shot.
Since 1959, Patrick Industries in Elkhart has empowered outdoor enthusiasts to achieve next-level recreation experiences. Patrick is a proud supporter of our local teams and athletes, empowering excellence on and off the court.
Weinberg hits all three, and all of a sudden, Westview is up 25-22.
Didn't look like there's any chance of that when it was 16-5 Fairfield in the second quarter.
And the Westview zone giving Fairfield tough time right now. Ava Herbert slings it inside. Good ball movement here.
Respect, loyalty, pride, courage, integrity, and dedication. Those are the many ways officers at the St. Joseph County Police Department are serving our community. If you're looking for a career change that can really make a difference, visit sjcpd.org to learn more.
Here's Lehman for three. That's short. A great battle for the rebound, and a foul is going to be called here on Bree Corey, and that's her third.
Our replays tonight brought to you by Shipshewana-based KZ Recreational Vehicles, proud to support athletics in Northern Indiana. KZ, a top RV manufacturer, is built on the foundation of integrity and family culture. Work for KZ and drive home with a sense of belonging, pride, and a great career.
J.J. Whetstone comes into the lineup, and immediately Fairfield goes to the inside and scores with Paige Park. And Kyle Hartman wants timeout. 4:23 to go, third quarter. Timeout sponsored by AgTech Solutions. Westview by one on Sports Michiana.
Finding private health insurance can be stressful. What if it didn't have to be? I'm Tony Letcher, licensed insurance agent. I prefer to personally meet with my clients so I can get a better understanding of your needs and budget. I can even review your current coverage. I don't want you to be my client today. I want you to be my client forever. Call Tony Ledger today to schedule your free consultation or visit tledger.com.
This edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week is being brought to you in part by Glass Doctor, Mr. Handyman and 5-Star Painting, your neighborly hometown heroes. So after the Page Park basket brings Fairfield within one, Kyle Hartman wanted a timeout to restore his defense. Westview has been on a tear here in the third quarter with 11 points. Karis Weinberg outside now, and Ryan Yoder wants to spread it out a little bit against Fairfield.
Let's see what Westview can do with Bree Corey out of the game. That has been one of the reasons that they have been able to make this big run here from the second quarter on, was when she came back into the game after having some early foul trouble.
Fairfield now going to man-to-man defense. Lehman kicks it back outside to Whetstone. Driving down the lane, but missing the layup is Riegsecker, and here comes Fairfield with a chance to regain the lead. And a bump from behind called on Morgan Riegsecker, her first.
Tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by Fairfield Schools, where they ensure all students learn and grow at high levels to be prepared for the future. Go Falcons!
Maddie Treat takes the place of Hattie Herbert in the Falcon lineup. Westview sticking in that 2-3 zone. Mast, who had that hot hand early, now they go down low to Park, but she missed the shot inside, and Whetstone came in to collect the carom. Westview by 1, 3:12 to go here in the third. Bontrager, little hesitation dribble, trying to find somewhere to go.
This third quarter brought to you by Southwind Flooring. They're cheering on the Warriors. Visit their showroom located in Shipshewana or online at southwindflooring.com. Southwind Flooring, the perfect foundation for your dreams.
Whetstone buries the three. Boy, has she been terrific off the bench tonight. She has 8 to lead the Warriors, and Westview has its biggest lead.
Let's see if Fairfield can get back in sync.
Herbert for 3, it rims out. But Jones was able to get a big offensive rebound. A deep 3 from Mast, that doesn't go either. And Whetstone is able to get a rebound.
Thank you to Tony Letcher for his incredible support of Sports Michiana. Tony, a licensed insurance agent with Health Markets. If you're looking for assistance with Medicare, family, or individual health insurance, Google Tony Letcher, Health Markets, or visit tletcher.com.
Nice defensive play by Madison Jones to take the ball away for Fairfield. Now she needs some help in the backcourt, and a foul is called on Riegsecker, her second.
And thank you to Tire Rack for being the scoreboard sponsor for the Sports Michiana Game of the Week. Need new tires? Visit TireRack.com. Check out their easy-to-use tire decision guide. Tires, wheels, and more will help you get there as you take a look at the replay. Brought to you by our friends at KZRV.
Ryan Yoder really wants to expand that zone, make it more of a 3-2 than a 2-3 right now. Try to put some pressure on the wings. Mast is over there, drives in off the baseline, missed the shot. Whetstone, another rebound. And she's not afraid to get a little physical down there. Bontrager is fouled from behind by Mast, her third. And the crowd starting to fill in a little bit more now for the boys' game, starting to make some noise.
They're feeling the momentum that Westview has built here in the third quarter to take the lead. AgTech Solution is committed to adapting to changes and serving farmers today, tomorrow, and years from now. AgTech Solutions works side by side in the most complex and rewarding industry on earth, farming. Go Falcons.
1-3-1 zone by Fairfield. Westview trying to solve it here. Bontrager to Weinberg in the corner for 3. That's short. Rebound foul called against Fairfield, and it'll send Janissa Lehman to the line, a 64% free throw shooter.
Imagineering Finishing Technologies in South Bend, a longtime supporter of high school athletics, as you take a look at the replay brought to you by KZRV. IFT is helping NASA send astronauts back to the moon. If you want to help, learn more by joining the Imagineering Finishing Technologies team at iftww.com/careers. And Ferret Custom Roll Forming, the best choice in metal fabrication, serving a variety of industries including solar, appliances, conveyor systems, chassis, and structural components to decorative trim. Learn more at ferretrollforming.com. We form value.
Lehman averages 7.5 per game. She has 6 in this one tonight. And Westview has its biggest lead with 1:08 to go in the third. Westview scored 14 points in the first half. They have 15 in the third quarter, but Madison Jones goes in for the bucket and the bump. And Fairfield not dead yet.
Huge play there, and the free throws coming up, brought to you by Fairfield Schools as we take a look at the replay, brought to you by KZRV. Gets the contact inside, gets the basket, and the foul. We'll let you know that tonight's broadcast brought to you by Fairfield Schools, leading the way with the highest graduation rates and top iRead scores in Elkhart County. Excellent starts here. Go Falcons.
Jones now with 12 to lead the Falcons, who come back within 2, under a minute to play in the third, and Ryan Yoder going to pull the ball out and see maybe about holding for one.
Sports Michiana's apparel, courtesy of our friends at It's Tops in Mishawaka. Clothes, office supplies, tumblers. If you want to put your logo on something, odds are It's Tops can make it happen. Locally run since 1976, It's Tops gives you the personalized attention you deserve. Learn more at itstops.net.
Bontrager probed the defense, saw nothing open, so they pull it back outside.
One more thank you to our friends at East of Chicago Pizza for feeding our crew tonight. Their buffet is open 6 days a week. Carry out, dine in, and delivery available on Van Buren Street in Shipshewana, East of Chicago Pizza.
Bontrager shoved from behind. The foul called against Hattie Herbert of Fairfield. That is only the 4th on the Falcons here in the third quarter, so they had the foul to give and went ahead and used it, as you see another look at it on the KZ replay. See the clock at the bottom of the screen. Bontrager from three-point range, short. The rebound to Fairfield, but what a third quarter for the Westview Warriors. After a 14-point first half, they put 15 on the board in the third and assumed the lead against their arch-rival Fairfield, 29-27 on Sports Michiana.
Shopping for tires used to be like pulling teeth. That was before I went to TireRack.com. TireRack's tire decision guide made it easy to drill down to the right tires for me.
What?
Oh, I got a great deal. My tires shipped fast and free and arrived the next day. I even got 2 years of free road hazard protection.
Where?
You're darn right, wow. Next time your tires get long in the tooth, visit TireRack.com.
TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
Founded in 2001 by brothers Sam and Levi, Reliance has built a reputation for excellence, providing high-quality home building and renovation services to the Michiana area. From single-room renovations like kitchens and bathrooms to building your dream home from the ground up, everything benefits from their decades of experience. From concept to completion, Reliance makes even the largest projects simple and hassle-free. To find out more, visit RelianceDBR.net. Reliance. Design, build, renovate.
This edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week being brought to you by Crown Trophy. They're nationally known and locally owned. As the fourth quarter gets underway, let's go to Craig Heatherly with the Patrick Sideline Report. What was different about that third quarter?
Yeah, there's two things different about that quarter for Westview. They made shots, and they didn't turn the basketball over. They didn't do anything different offensively. Fairfield on the other end, they did a great job of moving the basketball inside and out. They're getting great shots. They just got to knock them down, which is what Westview did.
The ball goes out of bounds off the missed shot by Madison Jones, but it goes off Westview. So Fairfield retains possession with a chance to tie or take the lead as we start the fourth quarter, brought to us by Fairfield Schools.
Your home deserves the best, and your neighborly hometown heroes are here to deliver. Glass Doctor secures your home with expert glass care. Mr. Handyman takes on small fixes to big improvements, and 5-Star Painting revitalizes your space inside and out. Trust the pros who bring you peace of mind above all else.
Fairfield fans had been calling for an elbow against J.J. Whetstone. They finally got one off the rebound action there. So Fairfield gets the ball back. Kyle Hartman trying to see if he can make something happen off the inbounds play. They go down low to Park. The freshman kicks it back outside. Mast has been quiet since those 2 first-quarter threes. Park inside the arc. Too strong. And a held ball called, and on the alternating possession, that will go to Westview.
Westview School Corporation is dedicated to providing the best in academics, arts, and athletics for all our students. Excellence is our tradition at Westview. Go Warriors.
Westview, per typical, very balanced tonight. Whetstone with 8, then Corey, Lehman, and Weinberg all have 6. And it's Weinberg for 3. Bring it up. Karis Weinberg's second 3 of the night. She had 7 of those against Bethany earlier this year when she scored a school record 35 points. And you'll get another look at this one courtesy of KZRV.
Beautiful shot from the outside. And, you know, we said early on, I was wondering maybe they should stop shooting so many threes. And Craig pointed out they just have to make them. They're getting good looks. And that is correct. They were getting good looks. They kept at it, and now they are making those shots. And here they are up by 5.
So the positivity that Ryan Yoder exuded with his team paying some dividends here in the second half. Jones puts it inside for Maddie Treat. Back outside Mass. Top side, 2-2 strong. Great rebound by Madison Jones, and she'll get the payoff. She is so rangy. 14 points for Jones. 3-point ball game. Weinberg thought about pulling the trigger, decided not to. Bontrager, the floor general, too strong. Rebound put up and no good by Corey. Another offensive rebound, and Whetstone's headed to the line. She is just scrap and grit and fire out there.
Talk about what she has been able to give them off the bench here tonight has been electric. As you take a look at the replay and the fight that they provide here, brought to you by KZRV, but certainly no question that J.J. Whetstone has been critical off the bench for this Westview team.
And she is a 68% foul shooter and hits that one as you see Ava Herbert check back in. Whetstone with 9 points tonight. Her career high 14 came against Lakeland. Warriors could go back up by 5 here, and they don't because the rebound comes to Park, stolen away by Westview. And a held ball this time will go to Fairfield.
A reminder, after the game will be our Student Athletes of the Week, brought to you by Tony Letcher of Health Markets. As we'll air it between the 2 games, we'll have the Westview Fairfield boys game on this very feed that you are watching right now, wherever you are watching, whether or not it is on Facebook or YouTube, IHSA TV, through Sports Michiana, through WSBT, it doesn't matter. That game is coming up next right here on the very feed you're watching.
We won't go anywhere. We advise you to do the same. Here's Mass from the top of the key, too strong, and the rebound comes to Janissa Lehman. 5:29 in regulation, and Westview by 4. This would be a huge win for the Warriors and a huge boost for this program as they get ready to go into sectional play. The draw will be Sunday on IHSA TV. Corey is stuffed on her attempt to go inside, but Westview retains possession. Bontrager. Now cross court. Here's Lehman. How will the offense run with Weinberg currently sitting on the bench? She has been kind of the hot hand along with Whetstone here in the second half. Lehman tried to go inside. Bontrager was covered up for the 3. Fairfield really trying to extend the pressure. Whetstone fearless, but had the shot blocked, and we've got a foul called on the rebound action. I think it's going to go against Fairfield.
Really good defense by Fairfield before the foul is called there, as they just really preventing that outside shot from Westview from happening. They've done a good job of converging with double teams out on the outside when they've when Westview has kicked it out, and even when the ball goes on the inside, they're coming in through that zone. So they've done a nice job defensively on this possession.
Foul was called on Madison Jones. That's her second. Fairfield with only 2 fouls committed here in the fourth quarter. So they can afford to be aggressive defensively, trying to make something happen down 4. And Kyle Hartman wants his defense to come out a little further and apply some pressure. Riegsecker, guarded by Jones.
Riegsecker, one of our Tony Letcher Health Market Student Athletes of the Week. Ranked 5th in her class. Hattie Herbert for Fairfield, the other Student Athlete of the Week. She's ranked number 1 in Fairfield's class.
Corey went strong to the hole off a nice feed from Weinberg and will go to the line for 2. She drew the contact. I believe it's going to be on Michaela Mast, her 4th.
Take a look at it again, brought to you by KZRV. As she goes up for the shot, she kind of makes sure she gets contact there so that the foul is called and she has an opportunity at the free throw line here.
Only a 51% free throw shooter on the year. Corey was the goalkeeper on the Westview soccer team that advanced to semi-state, and in fact, against Faith Christian in the semi-state, she had 13 saves, so you can't say it was on her.
Well, and 4 of the 5 starters are members of the soccer team for Westview on a team that went to semi-state, so you know the chemistry is certainly there because these are players that have played together in multiple sports so far in the tournament on the girls' soccer side.
Mast with the drive for Fairfield. Nearly threw it away. Ava Herbert's been held to just 3 points tonight. She averages 11 a game. Lob down low. The freshman Park can't get it to go. Terrific defense by Janissa Lehman, including the rebound. Westview with numbers. Corey for the layup. Warriors by 7, their biggest lead.
Unreal from where this game was early in the second quarter, 16-5 Fairfield.
Jones, is she the answer for Fairfield? She might have to be because she's going to the line for 2. Go ahead.
The trip to the free throw line brought to you by Fairfield Schools.
Craig Heatherly standing by with a Patrick sideline report. I know you're extremely impressed with Madison Jones tonight.
Yeah, she's got great size. She covers a lot of ground. Her skill set will continue to develop as time goes on, but gosh, she is skilled. She moves. She rebounds the basketball. She's tough. I am super impressed with her athleticism and just her sheer out grit.
But she missed both free throws, and Lehman with the rebound. And Westview trying to build on a 7-point lead.
She might need some Craig Heatherly free throw training. I don't know. Craig, were you a good free throw shooter back in the day?
No.
I was going to say, let's not put her through that.
I was scared of it.
Fouled. Foul will be called on Hattie Herbert. That's her second. That's the 4th on Fairfield. So the rest of the time, Fairfield can send Westview to the line. And if you pick the right people to foul, that might be the way of getting back in the game. Lehman kicks it back outside. Kyle Hartman wanted a 3-second violation, but that call went out with the 1970s. Here's Ava Herbert with the steal, and Herbert all the way for 2. Timeout, Kyle Hartman and Fairfield. It's sponsored by AgTech Solutions. 2:28 to go. Fairfield still trails by 5 on Sports Michiana.
Just graduated high school and now wondering what's next? Ready to start making a difference? Now is your chance. The St. Joe County Police Department Correctional Officer's starting pay is $50,000. Working in the jail can teach you life skills that you can use as a correctional or police officer. Benefits include vacation, medical, dental, and vision. For more information, call Sergeant Kylie Williams at 574-245-6263 or apply at sjcpd.org.
This edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week being brought to you in part by Big C Lumber, where the possibilities are endless. The possibility of an upset here as they have a blackout in the Westview student section tonight here in the Warrior Dome. Westview trying to knock off their arch rival Fairfield, who came in with a record of 15-4, and the Warriors with a 5-point lead with 2:28 to go.
I mean, we talked about it at the Open. Westview 10-10. Ryan Yoder's done an excellent job of kind of building this program up over the last few years. And then Fairfield 15-4, 2 years removed from playing for winning from the state championship. And here they are on the verge of a possible upset that could really, really make your season and propel this Westview team into something special come tournament time. If you can get a win like this, it can give you a lot of momentum.
Olivia Bontrager, Karis Weinberg's mid-range jumper no good, and Fairfield was able to force a quick shot that time from Westview. Madison Jones the other way, under control, missed the layup. Got her own rebound, though, and kicks it back outside. Ava Herbert down the lane for two. She's had a couple big buckets here in the fourth.
Well, and that one was key. It looked like Westview was anticipating her kicking the ball out or passing it off, and then she just went inside and said, I'm going to take it myself, and she had the easy look into the lane.
Timeout called by Ryan Yoder. It's sponsored by AgTech Solutions. 1:53 to go in regulation. The Westview lead down to 3 on Sports Michiana.
Shopping for tires used to really grind my gears. So many tires, and the thought of choosing the right one made me, precisely. That's before I went to TireRack.com. I got the best deal hands down. My tires ship fast and free, arrive the next day like clockwork. Tire Rack even gave me 2 years of free road hazard protection. Precisely.
TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
And this edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week is being brought to you in part by Reliance. Design, build, renovate. Chuck Freeby, Angelo, Carlo, Craig Heatherly with you tonight from Topeka, Indiana. Westview and Fairfield in their 60th meeting on the girls' basketball court. The Warriors, 10-10 coming in, lead 15-4 Fairfield, 36-33 with 1:53 remaining. The possession arrow pointing in the direction of Westview.
And what an effort all around in this game by the Westview Warriors. If they were to win this game, figuring out who the Reliance player of the game is not an easy choice here tonight.
Bree Corey on the inside. The southpaw hits it. She has 11.
But certainly Bree Corey has to be in that conversation.
Remember, she had 14 last week against Fairfield. Falcons nearly threw it away. Jones got it back. And Hattie Herbert is fouled on the floor by Bontrager.
Tell you what, Fairfield got real lucky on that possession because it looked like Westview was going to get the ball back, and somehow, some way, they were able to get the ball and draw a foul and now have possession underneath. But they're down by 5, 97 seconds remaining in the game.
Riegsecker comes in for Corey for defensive purposes. Quick shot up and good by Jenna Fought. Big-time shot for a freshman right there.
Absolutely.
3-point game, 90 seconds to go.
She didn't hesitate. She took it. She made it. And a mid-ranger to boot. One of the hardest shots to make.
Weinberg is fouled, and the 61% foul shooter, who is 3 of 3 from the stripe tonight, will go to the line after Ava Herbert picks up her 4th foul. So here's Karis Weinberg. She only scored 6 the first time these teams played a week ago. Trying to get into double figures here and make it a 2-possession game, and she does. Michaela Mast will check in and take the place of Hattie Herbert. Fairfield wants to get more 3-point shooters out on the floor. Swishes them both. Weinberg with 11. 40-35 Westview. Nice cross court to Ava Herbert for 3. Bingo! She has 7 of her 10 in the fourth quarter. Fairfield makes it a 2-point game and takes a timeout, sponsored by AgTech Solutions, and we'll keep it right here.
What a huge three-pointer. You get it back to a 1-possession game as we take a look at the replay brought to you by KZRV. Good pass, cross court. She's open. She hits the 3 from the outside, and she gives her team an opportunity here. Still 1:11 to play. Lots of time in this game. No need to panic whatsoever. 2-point game. Bring in Craig Heatherly for a Patrick Sideline report. And Craig, I'm curious, if you're both coaches in the huddles right now, what are you saying?
Yeah, if I'm Fairfield, hey, let's continue to crank up the heat defensively. Let's force Westview to continue to take early shots, quick shots, and make shots at the free throw line, honestly. If you're Westview, you've got to continue to be aggressive, but most importantly, take care of the basketball. I want to say about 22 possessions for them here in the second half. They only have one turnover, which is pretty impressive.
Especially the way they played loose with the ball early in the game. They have tightened it up. I think Olivia Bontrager's done a wonderful job of running things from the point here in the second half.
Yeah, they had 4 or 5 turnovers in the first quarter alone. And the fact that, but there's the difference in how things have shaped out.
Bree Corey will go to the line after she draws the contact from Page Park.
She will have to earn it and then some. Lots of contact there as you take a look at the replay. Brought to you by KZRV. Corey inside, and Fairfield was like, yeah, we're not letting you get an easy look at this layup opportunity. Make your free throws, and we'll see you on the other side of those.
They don't play football here at Westview, but Corey may feel like she was in a game without the pads tonight as she misses the free throw. We mentioned earlier, only a 51% foul shooter. Herbert and Mast come back in as Kyle Hartman is really doing the offensive-defensive substitution because both those players are playing with 4 fouls. Corey hits the second, and Westview will put Riegsecker back in for Corey to keep her from picking up fouls. So it's a real chess match going on here in Topeka. Westview by 3 with 1:03 left. Ava Herbert, who's been hot here in the fourth, tries to get over to the other side, got the screen, but Bontrager fought her way through it. Herbert swishes the mid-range anyway, and Kyle Hartman takes the quick timeout, sponsored by Ag Tech Solutions. Dandy ball game, 1-pointer with 50.4 left.
Unbelievable game. Another replay here brought to you by KZRV. Fairfield knows who their bread and butter is. It's the junior, Ava Herbert. She goes inside, drives in, gets the jumper to go. And now, last time, she hit a three-pointer to pull him within 2. Now she hits a jumper to pull him within 1. So slowly, as this is going, Fairfield has diminished the lead for their opponent.
Reminder, if you think this is something, this is only January. What will we get in February? We may find out this Sunday when the IHSA sectional draw is held for the girls basketball tournament. It will be exclusively on the internet at ihsa.tv. Bob Lovell, Greg Rakestraw will have the pairings for you Sunday evening at 5 p.m. It's a 2-hour show. 41-40, Westview with the lead against full court pressure, and we have a whistle and perhaps a foul called right away. It was a shove in the back called against Fairfield.
Interesting, I couldn't tell if Fairfield was just trying to go for the steal, just happened to make contact and they called the foul, or if they were intentionally going for the foul that quickly. With this much time, I wouldn't think they would be, because obviously they could try to use the press to their advantage and try to force a turnover or get a steal, but nevertheless, here's Westview at the free throw line, and they make the front end of 2.
Maybe they're playing the odds, though, because Bontrager's a 53% free throw shooter. So if she misses this one, you get the ball back. It's a 2-point game, but she wasn't playing the odds. 5 for Bontrager. 43-40, Westview leads it.
Again, still plenty of time. No need to go for a 3 here.
And they don't. Jones misses on the first shot, and it's tipped away. And the smallest player on the court, Bontrager, got the rebound. How about that?
Only averages 1.8 rebound per game, but what an effort by the 5'1" sophomore guard.
And sophomore guard who just hit 2 free throws will try to hit 2 more. Now, she's used to being a clutch player. She was the MVP of the Northeast Corner Conference Girls Soccer Tournament this year and the team leader in minutes played for this team. A free throw made here makes it a 2-possession game, so this one's a big one. And she got it. 34 seconds. Herbert navigating through traffic. A little mid-range air ball. And it's tipped by Fairfield out of bounds, and Westview gets it back.
Now the key here for Westview, get a clean inbound. Fairfield will attempt to go for a steal as we have another timeout on the floor, brought to you by AgTech Solutions. But certainly it has been an intriguing way that this second half has developed. Westview has done an outstanding job to get themselves in this position. But if you want to get over the hump to beat a team that is 15-4 on the season, a team that won the state title 2 years ago, one of those ways you got to get over the hump with 25.5 seconds left is to be able to play winning basketball, and that's get the ball in, Chuck, and make sure that you have a clean possession here and go to the free throw line and make your free throws.
And not taking anything from Westview, but you wonder if Fairfield might have been looking ahead a little bit. We mentioned that sectional draw, and they're in a sectional with a number of challenging teams, including Columbia City and Northwood and Wawasee, who are all in double-digit wins. So you could understand where they said, Westview, we didn't even play our best game and we beat them by 9 last week. Well, the Warriors were ready. They made adjustments, and they're playing their best game right now. 4-point lead for Westview, 25.5 seconds left. Bontrager fouled. It'll be called on Jenna Fought. So Bontrager, who is 3 of 4 at the foul line tonight. And I know the debate is raging for player of the game in this one.
Game's not over yet.
It's not over yet. Bree Corey had 12. I mean, she's leading Westview right now. You can make a great case for her. You can make a case for the young lady at the foul line being the floor general of this team.
I think you can make a case for J.J. Whetstone and what she's given off the bench as well. So there's a lot of contenders. I lean towards Bree Corey. I think she's been a difference maker on the court.
And also the leading scorer, 46-40 Westview. Fairfield needs a pair of threes and a foul from behind called on Karis Weinberg, but that's okay. Westview had a foul to give. Fairfield will quickly inbound it. Ava Herbert gets a screen. Topside triple was deflected. Rebound loose, and a foul called on the floor. The shot does not count, but it'll be a 2-shot foul anyway, as the foul is called on Morgan Riesecker, her third. It sends the freshman Paige Park to the line. She is a 61% foul shooter. Free throw sponsored by Fairfield Schools. And if you're in the truck, you're thinking about a play of the game, boy, I would say either a 3 by J.J. Whetstone, number 31, or 1 by number 1, Karis Weinberg. They helped pop this thing open for Westview here in the second half.
We'll see what magic Deron Gray pulls for us.
2 missed free throws by Park, but she gets her own rebound. Fairfield can't use a lot of time here. Madison Jones will try a triple. Too strong. The rebound goes out of bounds off Westview, but Fairfield down to 2.6 seconds left, and the celebration starts up in Topeka. And a timeout called by Ryan Yoder. And all he really has to tell his team is, you don't have to do anything. Just get the ball inbounds if they hit a shot, and the ball game's over.
Yeah, this is good situational opportunity here for Westview to make sure that you just do the right things. As we talked about, even with 25 seconds, now there's 2.6 seconds left. Hey, look, you're feeling the energy in the house, right? There is a packed house here at Westview High School. Everyone is here for the girls' game, for the boys' game now coming up next here on Sports Michiana. And there's a lot of youth on this Westview team, certainly. So they're feeling the energy, but they got to get the job done with 2.6 seconds left.
For Westview, this is a school that sent its girls basketball team to state in 2006, had fallen on hard times. They called on Ryan Yoder, a young man that played on their 2000 state championship team for the boys, to take over. And here in his 5th year, he may get the program its biggest win in a long time in 2.6 seconds. Mast for 3, misses, and Westview's girls have pulled the upset. They knock off their arch rival Fairfield 46-40, and listen to the crowd. We've got a lot to talk about on our St. Joseph County Police postgame show, and we'll do it next on the Sports Michiana Game of the Week.
Shopping for tires used to really grind my gears. So many tires, and the thought of choosing the right one made me, precisely. That's before I went to TireRack.com. I got the best deal hands down. My tires ship fast and free, arrive the next day like clockwork. Tire Rack even gave me 2 years of free road hazard protection. Precisely.
TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
And this edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week is being brought to you in part by Ferret Custom Roll Forming. We form value. Let's quickly go downstairs for a Patrick sideline report with our Reliance Player of the Game. It's Bree Corey standing by with Craig Heatherly.
What a game, huh? You played this team just a week ago. What was it like tonight in front of this crowd to come out and get the victory?
Honestly, I think that's exactly what we needed. Right at the end of the season, boost our confidence. That's what we wanted to do.
Bree, you're like a star in your role. You play to your strengths. What do you bring to this team?
I just try to get as many rebounds as possible and work it down low and try to get other people open on the outside for a shot.
What was it at halftime that coach said to your team that gave you that boost there in the third quarter to take the lead?
He just said, we're right there. We can do it. We know we can do it. We just got to play.
And what can a win like this do for your team for the rest of the season?
I think it should give us a lot of confidence going into the end of the season. And, I mean, we've been looking for a win like this all season, and we got it.
Congratulations to you. Well, that's it. Chuck, right back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Craig. We welcome you inside the Notre Dame Federal Credit Union broadcast booth. Bree Corey, our Reliance Player of the Game. Now time to look at our Big C Lumber Play of the Game. And, Anj, it's going to be a magical mystery tour, what we get out of the bag here in the second half.
Let's see what we have here coming up. And Westview hit a bunch of three-pointers in the game. And J.J. Whetstone was huge off the bench. And she hits the three there. Our Big C Lumber big play of the game, the junior who had 16 three-pointers coming into the game, was very big. I mean, when you think about this game, there was a lot of choices for the player of the game for Westview, and Whetstone was right there in the mix as well.
Bree Corey with 12, Karis Weinberger with 11, Whetstone had 9, Olivia Bontrager had 8 for Westview. Madison Jones led the way with 14 for Fairfield. So the Warriors now 11-10 on the year with a 46-40 win. For those of you watching, hey, don't go anywhere. We've got a lot to cover here from Topeka. When we come back, we'll have our Tony Letcher Health Market Student Athletes of the Week, and then we'll get you ready for the boys' rivalry between Westview and Fairfield. It's all next here on Sports Michiana.
Medicare plans can be confusing, but they don't have to be. I'm Tony Letcher, licensed insurance agent. I can help you compare your options because I'm appointed with many nationally recognized carriers. With my help, you can find the coverage that fits your needs and budget. I don't want you to be my client today. I want you to be my client forever. Call Tony Letcher today to schedule your free consultation or visit tletcher.com.
Shopping for tires used to really grind my gears. So many tires, and the thought of choosing the right one made me, precisely. That's before I went to TireRack.com. I got the best deal hands down. My tires ship fast and free, arrive the next day like clockwork. Tire Rack even gave me 2 years of free road hazard protection. Precisely.
TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
Together.
I have a lot of support from my family and friends and my coaches. And so, yeah, I just have a great support system that really helped me out.
All right, we've done a lot of these interviews over the years, and this is the first time we've ever had a two-time winner of the Iron Poet competition. Tell us a little bit about your love of poetry.
I just really love English and writing creatively, and so it's just super fun to express myself through words.
What got you into it, and how much of a passion is it for you?
I've had really awesome English teachers, and so they've kind of influenced my love for poetry and just for writing, and yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the excitement that you've had over the years of being able to play with your younger sister on this team.
That's just been something that's really, really special. I love Ava so much, and it's just something that not many people get to do. And so it's made us closer, and yeah, we just have a lot of fun together.
You're looking to go into nursing, and I've seen you've done a lot of volunteer work, whether or not it's been Goshen Hospital or Early Childhood Center. Tell us about that passion as well in your life.
Yeah, so I really love science and helping people. And so it's been a great way for me to connect the two. And yeah, I especially love kids. So I'd love to go into pediatric nursing as well.
That's really neat. What's the most rewarding part about that?
Just seeing the smiles on their faces and knowing that I made their day better. It's scary when kids are in the hospital. And so just knowing that someone's there to help them and support them.
Finally, what does being a Fairfield Falcon mean to you?
Being a Fairfield Falcon is really special, and it's something that I've taken pride in, especially on our basketball team. We're really a family, and we're really close, and it's just super fun being able to share that, especially like you said with my sister and just, my family at my school.
Hattie, thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Morgan Riegsecker, a senior on this Westview team, also a member of the soccer team and ranked 5th in her senior class. How do you pull it all off?
Oh, I think just the same, like Hattie said, like having a great support system. My sisters, my parents, my friends, and the teachers here at Westview really helped me out. I've had to get pretty good at time management to balance everything, but yeah, it's just a lot of support and help from people.
You're a Lilly Endowment finalist. The honors don't get much bigger than that. What does that mean to you?
Oh, it means a lot, especially that's a scholarship that really honors service and commitment to your community, which is something that's really important to me. Just being an active part of our community and helping where I can. So it's really special to see that I've made a difference in that area. And yeah.
You're also well-versed in the arts, so whether or not it's musicals or show choir. How much do you enjoy being a part of those?
Oh, my word. That might just be one of my favorite things. The music community here at Westview is literally a family, and so that's been so special throughout my time here, building relationships that I might not make in other places, and so it's just really, really wonderful.
What's your biggest performance you've been a part of?
Well, my junior year we did Grease and I was Sandy, and then my senior year we did The Little Mermaid and I was Ariel, so those were very, very awesome.
Well, those are big parts. Which one was your favorite?
I would say Grease. There was a lot of energy in that show, so.
All right, you're looking to go to Indiana Wesleyan and major in pre-occupational therapy. Why is that?
So throughout my time here in LaGrange County, I've volunteered a lot within Night to Shine, which is a prom for those with special needs. And so that's really opened up my heart to the field of those with special needs. And so with occupational therapy, I want to go to school and I want to learn how to help people physically and then be able to return here and work in pediatrics and help my patients not only develop physically but also like relationally and emotionally. So yeah.
And finally, what does being a Westview Warrior mean to you?
Oh, it means a lot. I love Westview. We are competitive here, and we rally for things like this. So I love the energy here. I love the teachers. I love the people. This place is really, really special.
Morgan, thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Hattie, thank you very much. Congratulations. What a great pair of brainiacs and basketball players here on our Student Athletes of the Week, presented by Tony Letcher with Health Markets. We have more of the Sports Michiana Games of the Week right after this.
In need of an award? Call Crown Trophy of Mishawaka, the area's premier award provider. They've been serving the area since 2001 with cutting-edge exclusive products, personalized with state-of-the-art laser engraving technology. And Crown Trophy has more than just trophies. They offer corporate, sales, and retirement awards, along with personalized gifts and promotional products. Crown Trophy, nationally known, locally owned, where everyone's a winner.
For over 100 years, experience and inspiration have been the foundation of Big C Lumber. I'm Mark Young. Deciding on the perfect cabinetry for your home can be overwhelming. It's best to depend on our consultants with decades of experience at Big C Lumber. Your needs and wishes will be matched with our guidance in the creation of new spaces. We call this customer-inspired design, representing your personality, your style. Visit Big C Lumber, where the possibilities are endless.
Let's be honest, shopping for window treatments can be a real pain in the glass. Shades, shutters, blinds, drapes, the options are endless. Avoid expensive mistakes and return shipping with online retailers. Call the local team at Quality Window Treatments. Their entirely local process makes choosing the right look for your space easy. They bring the showroom to you during your in-person consultation. And with hands-off local installation, you never make a measurement. Visit QualityWindowTreatment.com to book your free consultation and see your space in a whole new light.
Scoreboard says 3rd and 1, but it's trying to get to the outside, picking up some much-needed yards in first down. Looking live at the Warrior Gym. Black buggies outside and black shirts and white bonnets on the inside. It's a great night for the 97th renewal of Michiana's great Northeast Corner rivalry as Fairfield visits Westview on this edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week. And how you doing, everybody? Chuck Freeby, Angelo Carlo, Craig Heatherly will join us momentarily. The Fairfield Falcons have a new coach this year in Brody Garber, a lot of new players, but they have a tradition of success at Fairfield, and if anybody knows about that, it's a guy that won a state championship like Brody Garber.
Yeah, what a way to have someone come in and take over. He was on the staff last year as an assistant, of course, 2 years ago, led the girls team to a state championship, and now takes over as the boys coach with his son and nephew on the team as well. He is certainly in a transition year here as they rebuild this program back up after so many seniors. They had 6 seniors that were their first go-to guys last year, all senior starting lineup, so certainly they are finding themselves, but this is the time of year in the second half of the season where they're looking to click. But last week was tough for them. Yep. I mean, I think they thought they were going to play Westview in the conference tournament last week. They were upset by Busco, so I think tonight is a big game for them as they lick the wounds from a week ago.
And Westview didn't feel sorry for them. They just went on and rolled through the Northeast Corner Conference tournament and brought home a trophy. And now, playing here on their home floor against their arch rival, you would think Chandler Pribble's team could build on that momentum.
No question. They're 3-1 in conference play, 8-4 overall, and as you mentioned, they won the conference tournament with 3 wins a week ago. That is absolutely great momentum for this squad, and now comes the big one, right? Can you defeat your arch rival in your home gym? If you can do that, they're really building momentum on a team that has turned over a lot of players themselves from a year ago.
Well, and that's one of the things I want to talk to Craig Heatherly about courtside is, Craig, both of these teams have young and inexperienced players playing in key roles tonight in an atmosphere that they probably haven't played in before. So as a coach, how do you get them to be either relaxed, aggressive, or hopefully both?
Yeah, you tell your players, you've got to just be in the moment. Play to your strengths and attack each and every play. And just to continue to work the same process we've been working in practice since day one, but do it with a few more people in the gym. And if you do those things and you do it with a lot of fun and a lot of joy and enthusiasm, the results will take care of themselves.
You know, the Fairfield boys and girls swept Westview last year, and now Westview with a chance to return the favor. The girls won earlier tonight, 46-40. Can the boys make it a clean sweep? We're about to find out. We'll get you ready for this one on our St. Joe County Police Department pregame show with the keys to win and starting lineups. And it's next on Sports Michiana.
You're watching the Sports Michiana High School Game of the Week, brought to you by Tony Letcher Health Markets, Tire Rack, Notre Dame Federal Credit Union, the St. Joseph County Police Department, Imagineering Finishing Technologies, Patrick, Reliance, the Lilliard Insurance Agency, Big C Lumber, Crown Trophy, Ferret Custom Roll Forming, your neighborly hometown heroes, and these great sponsors.
Shopping for tires used to be like pulling teeth. That was before I went to TireRack.com. TireRack's Tire Decision Guide made it easy to drill down to the right tires for me.
What?
Oh, I got a great deal. My tires shipped fast and free and arrived the next day. I even got 2 years of free road hazard protection.
Where?
You're darn right, wow. Next time your tires get long in the tooth, visit TireRack.com.
TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
Your garage door keeps your home, family, and valuables safe and secure. Make sure it always looks good and works well. Precision Garage Door is your one-stop shop for design, installation, and repairs. Count on us to help you choose the right materials, style, and color for your new door. And when you need repairs, we're ready. Our friendly trained technicians work around your schedule and are available 24/7 for emergency repairs. Call your local Precision Garage Door today.
Garage doors done right.
You dream it, we design it. You need it, we've got it. We crank it out so you can crank it up. We work with purpose to power your passion. It's game on, so come on, let's elevate adventure. Let's take life to the next level today. Let's become better together. This is Patrick.
This edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week being brought to you by the St. Joseph County Police Department. Join the team and help protect and serve our community. We welcome you back to the St. Joe County Police Department pregame show. Let's give you our keys to win, brought to you by the Lilliard Insurance Agency, and they're pretty self-explanatory. For Fairfield, they want to limit Westview's transition tonight, clean the glass, and reduce the amount of turnovers that they've been making. Westview's got to shut down the bigs. They're at a height disadvantage against this Fairfield team. Force the tempo and win the rebounding battle.
All right, let's take a look at the starting lineups. First for Fairfield, Grady Garber is a 6-foot junior guard averaging 7.3 points per game. He's the coach's nephew. Eli Miller, a 6-foot senior guard averaging 1.7 points per game, lone senior starter. Parker Smith, a 6'1 freshman guard, 8.2 points per game. Brant Garber, a 6'2 junior guard, 10.3 points per game, the coach's son. Cole Knight, 6'3 junior forward, 8.2 points per game. For Westview, their starters brought to you by East of Chicago Pizza of Shipshawana. Daniel Yoder, a 6-foot sophomore guard, 11.5 points per game. Austin Schleybaugh, a 6'1 sophomore guard, 16.3 points per game, 4.6 assists per game, 5 rebounds per game. Caden Grau, a 6'4 junior forward, 12.5 points per game. He's a transfer from Bluffton. Owen Brill, a 6'1 senior guard, 10 points per game. He's the lone senior starter for Westview. And Kane Reinhold, a 6-foot sophomore guard, averaging 3.5 points per game.
Those are the starting lineups and keys to win on our St. Joseph County Police Department pregame show. We've got the opening tip-off coming up next on Sports Michiana.
Finding private health insurance can be stressful. What if it didn't have to be? I'm Tony Letcher, licensed insurance agent. I prefer to personally meet with my clients so I can get a better understanding of your needs and budget. I can even review your current coverage. I don't want you to be my client today. I want you to be my client forever. Call Tony Letcher today to schedule your free consultation or visit tletcher.com.
Founded in 2001 by brothers Sam and Levi, Reliance has built a reputation for excellence, providing high-quality home building and renovation services to the Michiana area. From single-room renovations like kitchens and bathrooms to building your dream home from the ground up, everything benefits from their decades of experience. From concept to completion, Reliance makes even the largest projects simple and hassle-free. To find out more, visit RelianceDBR.net. Reliance. Design, build, renovate.
When contractors and OEMs need quality electrical products at the best prices, they look to Babsco Supply. We strive to supply all the electrical products you need for residential, light commercial, and OEM electrical components. We have the knowledge, dedication to customer service, and extensive inventory to ensure your electrical projects are completed successfully. We are employee-owned, which means all of our employees are owners, so you know we care. With locations in Elkhart and Warsaw, Babsco Supply is working together to serve you better. Learn more at babsco.com.
Your car carries precious cargo. It needs to be dependable, rain or shine. Let Tom's Car Care Center in South Bend help take the stress out of your car's maintenance. We'll change your oil in 10 minutes, flush your transmission, replace your wiper blades, and much more. Oil changes include a half-price car wash when needed. Welcome to your extended family, Tom's Car Care Center.
In 1969, America celebrated men landing on the moon. Now the USA is trying to return, and Imagineering Finishing Technologies in South Bend is helping pave the way. IFT is providing paint, chemical conversion coatings, and non-destructive testing services for NASA's Space Launch System and Orion spacecraft, which will deliver astronauts to the moon and possibly Mars. Help make it happen by joining the Imagineering Finishing Technologies team at iftww.com/careers.
This edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week being brought to you by TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. Let's check in on what these teams are wearing, sponsored by It's Tops in Mishawaka. Fairfield in the blue jerseys with the gold numbers and gold letters and gold trim. Westview in the white uniforms with the red numbers and letters trimmed in gold. There is some debate whether this is the 97th or 98th meeting between the two schools. It goes back to 1968. Stu Schwartz was at the first one between these two games. He's here tonight. He mentioned to me that the original Fairfield coach, Terry Rickard, might be watching this one down in Florida. He's 90 years old. And our first quarter being brought to us by the Westview School Corporation. The opening tip-off sponsored by Neighborly Hometown Heroes. And perhaps there he is, the legend, the Westview Whistler.
So cool to see this in person. Finally, for me, the first time, actually, that I've been in this gym for this rivalry game. Very fired up. I know anything can happen in this game, Chuck. You know, last year when you guys had it, I wasn't there. You know, Craig lost his keys in the snow, so anything can happen in this rivalry game.
So Westview won the opening tip, turns it over. Here comes Fairfield, and they return the favor because they wanted me to have time to set the scene. Westview comes in with a record of 8-4. They're 3-1 in Northeast Corner Conference play. They won the Northeast Corner Conference title last Saturday night with a 73-38 win over Garrett. Their losses have come to Northridge, Northwood, Lakeland, and East Noble. Not exactly sisters of the poor. Cross court, Mylan Miller airballs it, and Fairfield will have the rebound, and we'll give you the score like it was an old-time radio game. Fairfield 5-5 on the year with a 2-1 record in the conference. Their best win was over Jimtown. Their worst loss was to Busco last week, and they turn it over again, but a double dribble called on Daniel Yoder, and we've got turnovers racking up like we're at Rise and Roll.
Whether it's Medicare, individual, or family insurance, or even small business insurance, Tony Letcher with Health Markets is your guy. He doesn't want you to be his client just today. He wants you to be his client forever. Google Tony Letcher Health Markets or visit tletcher.com.
0-0 with 7:08 to go, first quarter. Fairfield with the ball. Parker Smith, the freshman, will bring it over the stripe. Man-to-man defense here by the Westview Warriors. Grady Garber, the coach's nephew, handles it on the left side. They'll work it around. This is Smith again in the corner. And he traveled. Third turnover already on Fairfield, and we've only played a minute 16.
For more than 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping people find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. They're nationally known, locally run by an outstanding team that believes in supporting the Michiana community. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. They're our scoreboard sponsor here tonight, but as you can see, scoreboard currently not operating with all the people in the building. I wonder if something got unplugged along the way.
0-0 game. Caden Grau changes that with a turnaround jumper. Grau, the 6'4 junior and the son of the former Bluffton coach, gives Westview a 2-0 lead with 6:14 to go first quarter. Nearest travel by Fairfield, but instead a great feed from Grady Garber to Parker Smith, and the freshman ties it up at 2 with 6:05 to go in the first. Owen Brill gets it outside to Mylan Miller. Now Daniel Yoder, and a little bumping and chugging, and we'll have a foul called on the floor against Fairfield.
Shipshewana-based KZRV is proud to support athletics in northern Indiana. KZ, a top RV manufacturer, is built on the foundation of integrity and family culture. Work for KZ and drive home with a sense of belonging, pride, and a great career.
Here's Grau again with a jumper he hits. He's got all 4 for Westview, and the Warriors take a 4-2 lead with 5:45 to go here in the first. It's Grady Garber with the left-hand dribble across the stripe. Elijah Miller now with the ball. And Smith, the very heady freshman, nearly lost the handle. Brant Garber, the coach's son, looks over the top. So far, they haven't been able to get Big Cole Knight a touch on the inside. Garber stops, kicks it back out. The 3 on the way from Grady Garber, no good. Nice rebound by Elijah Miller, but he loses it out of bounds with 5:06 to go first quarter and a 4-2 Westview lead.
Tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by Fairfield Schools, where they ensure all students learn and grow at high levels to be prepared for the future. Go Falcons.
5 minutes exactly first quarter, 4-2 Westview. Fairfield playing man-to-man as well, and fortunately our TireRack.com scoreboard has returned. Brody Garber wanted an over and back called there. He didn't think the ball was touched. Instead, it's Owen Brill bringing the three-pointer, his 19th of the season. Brill, a 40% three-point shooter, gives Westview a 5-point lead.
Again, only the only senior starter on this Westview squad, so he brings that veteran presence.
Grady Garber, a nice spinorama move there. And the 6-foot junior who averages 7 a game gets his first points of the night. Miller inside to Grau. Over Elijah Miller, couldn't hit. Rebound. Finally, Cole Knight collects it. Elijah Miller on the outside. And Elijah comes down the lane with a little jackknife shot that won't go. Managed to tip it back outside. Ball loose. Here comes Westview. Schleybaugh coming all the way for 2.
He's been quiet early on as we get to the midway point of this first quarter, past the midway point of this first quarter, with his first points of the evening. Averages 16.3 points per game.
9-4, Westview leads it.
Nice first quarter here, brought to you by Westview Schools. Westview School Corporation, dedicated to providing the best in academics, arts, and athletics for all our students. Excellence is our tradition at Westview. Go Warriors.
Fairfield trying to work a little bit on its spacing right now. They're getting very crowded up at the top of the key. Cole Knight down on the block. Looks like Westview wants to double him, and they do. Brant Garber, deep 3, airballed it. Elijah Miller throws it away. Schleybaugh coming back down. Outside to Grau for 3, ring it up. Caden with 7, and Brody Garber wants a timeout. 2:52 to go in the first. It's sponsored by Ag Tech Solutions. 12-4 Warriors on Sports Michiana.
Just graduated high school and now wondering what's next? Ready to start making a difference? Now is your chance. The St. Joe County Police Department Correctional Officer's starting pay is $50,000. Working in the jail can teach you life skills that you can use as a correctional or police officer. Benefits include vacation, medical, dental, and vision. For more information, call Sergeant Kylie Williams at 574-245-6263 or apply at sjcpd.org.
I joined Notre Dame Federal Credit Union a long time ago.
1978.
I've been a member over 15 years.
I've worked with Notre Dame my whole banking life.
44 years.
I have my checking account there. I have my savings account there.
Really value the
community-based banking system.
My credit card with Notre Dame. I have my car insurance with Notre Dame.
I can't say enough good things, really.
I have my auto loans with Notre Dame. My whole life is at Notre Dame
I
Credit
will
Union.
remain with them until the day I die.
It's one unique, one special vibe.
This edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week brought to you by Reliance. Design, build, renovate. 2:48 to go. First quarter, 12-4 Westview.
As we mentioned, that timeout was brought to you by AgTech Solutions. They're committed to adapting to changes and serving farmers today, tomorrow, and years from now. AgTech Solutions work side by side in the most complex and rewarding industry on earth, farming. Go Falcons.
Cole Knight with some bully ball there and cuts it to 12-6 Westview. 3 on the way. Mylan Miller is offline, and Knight with the rebound. 2:22 to go, first quarter. Grady Garber up top. Plays a little two-man game with Cole Knight. Lost the handle on the ball. Schleybaugh comes the other way. Austin Schleybaugh all the way for 2. And you star on that one.
An early contender for the Big C Lumber big play of the game.
14-6 Westview. 2 minutes to go, first quarter. Again, a little problem with our score bug. We're working on it. Grady Garber, left-hand dribble. And the score bug is back. Here's Cole Knight. Knight into the lane. Powers his way for 2. He was the tight end on the football team. His coach, Corey Stoner's running the scorebook tonight. Their normal scorer, Darren Kaufman, off watching his 6th grade daughter play. I said, you did tell Corey that not every field goal in this game is 3 points.
Knight is huge out there, by the way.
And he is called for a foul there on the block shot. Brody Garber can't believe it. Well, it wasn't called on Cole Knight. It was actually called on body contact from Drew Beachy. You get another look on the KZRV replay. See if you see what they say. Yeah, Beachy got him on the way up.
Southwind Flooring cheers on the Warriors. Visit their showroom located in Shipshewana or online at southwindflooring.com. Southwind Flooring, the perfect foundation to your dreams.
Owen Brill, one of 2 seniors on this Westview team. The other one just checked in. That's Camden Yoder. Brill, a 6'1 senior, averaging 10 points a game, has 4 already tonight. Has really shot the ball well in the last couple of weeks. Westview doubling up Fairfield, 16-8. Matthew Holsopple wears number 3. He's checked into the game for the Falcons. And Knight finds Holsopple cutting underneath for 2. They love to run that kind of game with their 2 bigs.
That one just rolls off the tongue. Holsopple.
A little easier for you than Grady Garber. Here's Brill outside. Let's see if Westview decides to hold for 1. Chandler Pribble gives a thumbs up from the Warrior bench.
Before the game, we interviewed our Student Athletes of the Week presented by Tony Letcher. Tony, a lifelong resident of Michiana, licensed insurance agent with Health Markets. If you need insurance, Tony is your guy. Google Tony Letcher Health Markets to connect.
Schleybaugh handling it up top. Kicks to Brill in the corner for 3. Owen Brill with 8 in the stanza. And Westview might get the ball back here on a turnover.
Take a look at the replay brought to you by KZRV. The kick out open in the corner. Hits the 3.
1.4 seconds remain. The lob to ground knocked away, and the first quarter comes to an end. A first quarter that was all white and red. Owen Brill with 8, Caden Grau with 7. Westview leads at 19-10 after 1 on Sports Michiana.
Are you tired of auto service from big box stores and new car dealers? 45 years ago, my parents, Bud and Diane, founded Zolman's with a strong commitment to the community. Today, Zolman's Best One Tire and Auto Care is still family owned and operated with over 150 employees and families. And we offer a price match guarantee on any tires from any local dealer, while providing complete auto service on all makes and all models. Serving you and your family for 3 generations. Buy local, shop local. Zolman's Best One Tire and Auto Care.
Yes, I was just in a bad car accident. I need help.
I'm in a call center. How am I supposed to help you? Did you buy this insurance over the interweb?
Yes.
You think this can wait till after my lunch break?
No, your lunch can wait.
When this happens, you'll understand why it's important to have a local agent. The Lilliard Insurance Agency is just that agency. We're a local agency and we're here to take care of you. Call the Lilliard Agency today.
And this edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week being brought to you by Imagineering Finishing Technologies. IFT, where quality is a way of life for us. So Craig Heatherly, Patrick Sideline Report. Your thoughts on that first quarter?
Yeah, we talked about it at the start. All those nerves. I mean, the first 6 possessions, 5 turnovers. But from the jump there, Westview was so physical inside. And finally, Fairfield matched the physicality at that 3-minute mark. But it was a little bit too late. I want to see who can make individual plays for Fairfield here in the half court, because that's where they're struggling.
Well, Brant Garber's going to try right here as he drove baseline.
Interestingly enough, Fairfield have 4 different players score in that first quarter. Westview had 3, and yet Westview was up by 9 after a quarter.
The freshman Parker Smith with his second basket of the game. Now remember, in the girls' game, Westview got down by 11 and came back to win. So just because the team's got a big lead early doesn't mean a whole lot in this rivalry.
Second quarter brought to you by our friends at Ferret Custom Roll Forming. We form value.
Caden Grau having a big night, and he goes with the left hand there. He's got 9. Only averages 12.5 per game.
Well, that size at 6'4", I think is becoming a problem right now for...
Shown here. Camden Yoder. Good ball movement by the Warriors, and it results in an easy layup by Brill, but he missed it. That is not how the clinic tape is supposed to end.
He's made the hard ones.
Smith, oh, what a feed to Cole Knight, and he gets hammered on the way up. But Parker Smith with a dish that was sweeter than Sara Lee.
Free throws coming up, brought to you by Fairfield Schools as you take a look at the replay. Brought to you by KZRV. No question about that one.
Cole Knight headed to the foul line. He had 25 in the season opener against Wawasee this year. He rattles home that one. He has 5 tonight, averages 8 per game. Westview going to the bench. Mylan Miller will check back in, and Elijah Miller comes in for Fairfield, so I guess you could say it's Miller time.
I don't know. The experts at TireRack.com want to let you know if you need tires. Come on. If you need tires right now, they're the place to go. TireRack.com. The way tire buying should be, they sell tires that dominate winter. So if you got crummy tires right now in winter in Michiana, go to Tire Rack. They'll get you caught up.
Do they have buggy tires?
Good question. I don't know the answer to that one. We'll have to find that one out.
Because I was behind several of them coming here today.
Don't know the answer to that.
More substitutions here. Ben Keogh will come in now for Fairfield. Keogh, a 6'3 junior who's coming back after breaking his left forearm during football season. Says it's all good now. Drew Beachy over to Parker Smith, and Smith is fouled by Schleybaugh, who got a little too close there and picks up his first foul. That's the second foul on Westview here in the second. Fairfield with a lot of coaches' connections on this team. Drew Beachy inbounding it. He's the son of the former coach, Troy Beachy. Of course, Brant Garber, the son of the current coach, Brody Garber, and then Grady Garber is Brody's nephew. Elijah Miller outside. Brant Garber stops. Looks for a cutter. There wasn't one, so Parker Smith has to come back out. And off a number of Fairfield hands and out of bounds. Boy, Westview just playing sticky defense right now.
Imagineering Finishing Technologies in South Bend, a longtime supporter of high school athletics. They're also helping NASA send astronauts back to the moon. Want to help? Learn more on joining the Imagineering Finishing Technologies team at iftww.com/careers.
Daniel Yoder with the ball for Westview. Caden Grau has had the hot hand early. Mylan Miller off mark with the 3, and Elijah Miller gets the rebound. Westview just really pushing Fairfield away from the basket to set up its offense here. Smith trying to play one-on-one with Daniel Yoder, and he'll have none of it. Nice cut by Keogh, but he couldn't handle the pass and then charges.
And Westview doing a great job defensively, even with Austin Schleybaugh on the bench right now, their star player. They've really have done a nice job of locking down Fairfield all night here so far. And with 5:08 to play, maintaining an 8-point lead, you got your star on the bench as he goes to the scores table getting ready to check back in. Can you even build on that lead?
Right now, Fairfield can't get any kind of offensive rhythm, and Caden Grau is a pogo stick down there. He's got 11. Had the first shot blocked and just went right back with the second one. It's a 10-point Westview lead. Grady Garber can't connect, and the rebound comes to Camden Yoder, and the Warriors are off to the races. Owen Brill, stop, pop, wouldn't drop, and battle for the rebound, and a foul called on Elijah Miller.
This second quarter brought to you by our friends at Ferret Custom Roll Forming. The best choice in metal fabrication, provides ISO certified quality with unparalleled service and support. At Ferret Custom Roll Forming, we form value. Learn more at ferretrollforming.com.
Came to Westview practice earlier this week. They do a lot of competing, a lot of running in their practices, and really trying to keep everybody in great shape, and it shows. Austin Schleybaugh banging around down low, couldn't hit. Holsopple the rebound. Smith down to Keogh on the high post, and a little too much of the body that time by Mylon Miller.
Tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by Fairfield Schools, leading the way with the highest graduation rates and top iRead scores in Elkhart County. Excellent starts here. Go Falcons.
So Fairfield going back to the bench, and looks like the original starters except for Holsopple out there right now for the Falcons. Brant Garber averages 10 a game but hasn't had a point tonight. He has the ball right now with Daniel Yoder guarding him.
Final 4 minutes of the second quarter. What can you do to make this a two-possession game or a one-possession game at half? And that does help.
Brant Garber with the three-pointer. He hit 4 of those against Prairie Heights. Chisels the game down to 7. Caden Grau on the drive. Schleybaugh. Good ball movement. Camden Yoder can't convert, though. Great tip by Miller to keep it alive. Ball tipped away. Who knocked it out of bounds? It'll go to Westview. Good hustle by Parker Smith.
Want to help your team look great? It Stops can help. They're the official outfitter for a number of local schools and even Sports Michiana, and they can do a lot more than just clothes. Learn more at itstops.net.
3:20 to go, first half. Coming up at halftime, we'll have our St. Joe County Police halftime report. Talk to Craig Heatherly, and also have halftime highlights. Westview taking the air out here against the 2-3 zone of Fairfield.
Gives us a chance to thank East of Chicago Pizza in Shipshewana for feeding our crew tonight as we get a foul on the floor. Their buffet is open 6 days a week. Carry out, dine in, and delivery available. Also available on DoorDash. East of Chicago Pizza on Van Buren Street in Shipshewana. They're going to say he was going up for the shot, so free throws coming up here for Austin Schleybaugh.
74% free throw shooter on the year. Hits the first.
And that's great to see for a sophomore, because one would hope it will only go up from here, and he'll just continue to get better in that category.
He's a terrific athlete. In 8th grade, he was the 100-meter hurdles junior high state champion. And he rattles home the second. 6 points tonight for Schleybaugh, 9-point Westview lead. Holsopple outside to Grady Garber. Nice move. He'll go in with the left hand and can't get it to drop. And the ball comes to Westview. 2-on-1. Schleybaugh, left-hand side, feeds Brill. Good hustle by Grady Garber to knock it away.
Well, that was a great way to get back to the other side of the court after the missed shot on the other end to prevent the easy bucket for Westview in transition. Your home deserves the best, and your neighborly hometown heroes are here to deliver. Glass Doctor secures your home with expert glass care. Mr. Handyman takes on small fixes to big improvements, and 5-Star Painting revitalizes your space inside and out. Trust the pros who bring you peace of mind above all else.
Ground misses. Here comes Fairfield the other way, down 9 with 2:04 to go first half. 3 on the way. Grady Garber airballs it, and it goes out of bounds off Westview to Fairfield.
Locally owned Central Automotive in downtown South Bend is your answer for oil changes, brakes, air conditioning repair, general maintenance, and more. Check them out at Lafayette and Colfax. Central Automotive, we're here for all your automotive needs.
Drew Beachy triggers the inbounds. Fairfield trying to do a little pick and roll there with Cole Knight. Big fella working inside. Dropped it off for Beachy for 2. That's what I love about Knight when he gets the ball down low for Fairfield. He can make a lot of good things happen. Schleybaugh can for Westview too, like getting to the foul line and drawing the second foul on Cole Knight.
Thank you to Lilliard Insurance Agency for all their work in helping Sports Michiana get all its insurance needs. Real people, real service, real value. That's their slogan, but Matt Lilliard and his team also live it every day. Visit realvalueins.com to get the personal touch you deserve.
Here's Schleybaugh, who had 24 against Garrett in the championship game of the Northeast Corner Conference Tournament. He hits that one. Smith and Keogh come back into the game for Fairfield to replace Grady Garber and Cole Knight.
Notre Dame Federal Credit Union, the financial institution of choice for Sports Michiana, plus hundreds of churches and schools. Link your Elevate credit or debit card, and your nonprofit earns 1% cash back. Go to NotreDameFCU.com/Elevate to learn more.
Fairfield still within 8, just hanging around. You kind of get the feeling if they could figure it out offensively and put together a little spurt, they could get right back in it, but Grau gets out in the passing lane with that big hand and then comes down the other end and misses. And an over-the-back foul on Schleybaugh, his second.
Since 1959, Patrick Industries in Elkhart has empowered outdoor enthusiasts to achieve next-level recreation experiences. Patrick is a proud supporter of our local teams and athletes, empowering excellence on and off the court.
Westview had that very explosive first quarter, 19 points. They've only put 7 on the board here in the second, yet they're still up by 8. Playing very good defense tonight. Smith handling the ball up top for Fairfield. Holsopple decides to get into the lane. Drive, couldn't hit. Rebound, Holsopple steals it away. He will not miss this time. Matthew Holsopple with his second basket of the game, and it's a 6-point Westview lead. And let's see if the Warriors hold for one here.
Respect, loyalty, pride, courage, integrity, and dedication. Those are the many ways officers at the St. Joseph County Police Department are serving our community. If you're looking for a career change that can really make a difference, visit sjcpd.org to learn more.
Chandler Pribble encouraging his team to just take its time. Down to 5. Here's Daniel Yoder. Now Owen Brill has to take it. Couldn't make it. And the first half comes to an end with Westview on top of Fairfield by a count of 26-20. We go downstairs for a Patrick Industries sideline report. Craig Heatherly has the head coach of Westview, Chandler Pribble. Go ahead, Craig.
Coach, your thoughts there on the first half?
Yeah, I feel like we got to do a little bit better job down here, keeping them out of the lane. Offensively, I think we're getting good shots. We just haven't been able to finish around the rim very well. I would have liked to finish and execute a little bit better there on that last set of the half.
Yeah, for the most of that first half, I mean, you guys were by far the most physical team. I mean, what's the message to the team here at halftime?
We've got to continue having good ball pressure in the half court. Offensively, continue to be aggressive and attacking the basket. We're hopefully going to get there big in foul trouble if we keep going at him, but just to not settle. We can get threes, but we want to try to get to the paint first.
Coach, good luck in the second half. Back to you, Chuck.
Thank you, Craig. 26-20. Westview has the lead. When we come back, we'll have our St. Joe County Police Department halftime report. You're watching high school basketball on Sports Michiana.
Let's be honest, shopping for window treatments can be a real pain in the glass. Shades, shutters, blinds, drapes, the options are endless. Avoid expensive mistakes and return shipping with online retailers. Call the local team at Quality Window Treatments. Their entirely local process makes choosing the right look for your space easy. They bring the showroom to you during your in-person consultation. And with hands-off local installation, you never make a measurement. Visit QualityWindowTreatment.com to book your free consultation and see your space in a whole new light.
Shopping for tires used to really grind my gears. So many tires, and the thought of choosing the right one made me, Precisely. That's before I went to TireRack.com. I got the best deal hands down. My tires ship fast and free, arrive the next day like clockwork. Tire Rack even gave me 2 years of free road hazard protection. Precisely.
TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
Medicare plans can be confusing, but they don't have to be. I'm Tony Letcher, licensed insurance agent. I can help you compare your options because I'm appointed with many nationally recognized carriers. With my help, you can find the coverage that fits your needs and budget. I don't want you to be my client today. I want you to be my client forever. Call Tony Letcher today to schedule your free consultation or visit tletcher.com.
Your garage door keeps your home, family, and valuables safe and secure. Make sure it always looks good and works well. Precision Garage Door is your one-stop shop for design, installation, and repairs. Count on us to help you choose the right materials, style, and color for your new door. And when you need repairs, we're ready. Our friendly trained technicians work around your schedule and are available 24/7 for emergency repairs. Call your local Precision Garage Door today.
Garage doors done right.
This edition of the Sports Michiana High School Game of the Week being brought to you in part by Patrick. They're empowering outdoor enthusiasts since 1959. They're cleaning up from the Chuck-a-Duck contest here at Westview. 26-20, the Warriors lead it. We welcome you inside the Nerding Federal Credit Union broadcast booth. Chuck, Freeby, Angelo, Carlo, you have not been here, by the way. They have terrific popcorn. They are known for their popcorn here at Westview, so make sure you get a bag.
Well, we got to do that, but then we also have to give a shout-out to Kerry Cannon and everyone at Fairfield. They give us a little grab bag. Look at all this stuff.
Let me tell you, anything in that bag that you get from Fairfield, that's high caloric. I can tell you that from past experience.
You got lots of stuff here, so thank you to the fine folks at Fairfield. They gave it to everybody on the crew here tonight.
Yeah, somehow Craig Heatherly got one too. But Craig, we want to ask you a couple questions about the first half. Let's start with Westview. Only 3 scorers so far, but it seems like everybody has had a role defensively.
Yeah, this Westview team, well-coached team. I mean, these guys are super connected defensively, but then also offensively. Offensively, they are playing inside-out basketball from the jump. I mean, you saw it early on. Lots of posting, a lot of inside play, establishing the tone on the inside. Defensively, they've got to continue to just guard the basketball, but hopefully take care of the post. Down the stretch there, you saw Fairfield score some easy baskets, so look for an adjustment there defensively.
And then meanwhile, on the Fairfield side, Craig, it's very unusual. They have 6 different players that have scored, but they only have 20 points in the first half. What did they have to do to obviously pick up the scoring here in the second half?
I think they found a rhythm there in the second quarter, looking inside to score the basketball. They've got to find somebody or somebodies to put their head down and create some dribble penetration to get the defense to scramble a little bit to open up some outside shots. We haven't seen anybody with the ability yet to put their head down and create a shot or make a basket around the rim. So offensively, I want to see a little bit more of that. They're doing a great job off the ball, moving, but somebody's got to get the ball in their hand, get downhill, and create some opportunities offensively. And then defensively, they have to match the physicality that Westview's bringing on the inside.
Real quick, your first time here, what do you think of the atmosphere?
Oh, it's electric. Even for the girls' game before this, tons of support. I think this crowd is waiting for a few explosive plays to really get into it, but My goodness, it's almost standing room only.
And you got to screen out those kids a little bit better, too. Let's hip check a couple of them. 26-20 Westview at the break. St. Joe County Police Department halftime report continues after this.
Those comments not brought to you by Sports Michiana, just Chuck Freeby.
You dream it, we design it. You need it, we've got it. We crank it out so you can crank it up. We work with purpose to power your passion. It's game on, so come on, let's elevate adventure. Let's take life to the next level today. Let's become better together. This is Patrick.
In need of an award? Call Crown Trophy of Mishawaka, the area's premier award provider. They've been serving the area since 2001 with cutting-edge exclusive products. Personalized with state-of-the-art laser engraving technology. And Crown Trophy has more than just trophies. They offer corporate, sales, and retirement awards along with personalized gifts and promotional products. Crown Trophy, nationally known, locally owned, where everyone's a winner.
Are you tired of auto service from big box stores and new car dealers? 45 years ago, my parents, Bud and Diane, founded Zolman's with a strong commitment to the community. Today, Zolman's Best One Tire and Auto Care is still family owned and operated with over 150 employees and families. And we offer a price match guarantee on any tires from any local dealer, while providing complete auto service on all makes and all models, serving you and your family for 3 generations. Buy local, shop local. Zolman's Best One Tire and Auto Care.
We found out about Notre Dame Federal Credit Union through a friend. We were nervous about growing interest rates, but Notre Dame Federal Credit Union communicated the entire way through that process and made us feel like we made a good move. Finding a house was the tricky part, but securing financing and going through the purchase process with Notre Dame Federal Credit Union, that was the easy part. That was simple. We would highly recommend working with Notre Dame Federal Credit Union. The customer service is amazing.
This edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week being brought to you by Notre Dame Federal Credit Union. They're putting people over profits. 26-20. Westview has the lead here in Topeka at the intermission. Chuck and Anj inside the Notre Dame Federal Credit Union broadcast booth. Happy you could be with us tonight. Let's not waste any time. Let's not quibble. Let's not ting. Let's just get to the highlights and show you how it got to be this way here in Topeka, because Westview came out firing with Caden Grau hitting the shot early, and then after a Fairfield bucket, it was Owen Brill with the 3 there up from Austin Schleybaugh. Grau battling inside. He had 11 in the first half. Warriors lead at 26-20. Your thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, I just think this is a great atmosphere. This game is far from over. Like we saw in the girls' game, a big lead early on does not necessarily mean what's going to happen in the end. Fairfield's chipped away, and let's see what happens here in the second half.
We will have our Patrick Sideline Report with Craig Heatherly. Hear what Brody Garber wants to do in terms of adjustments. It all comes your way next on Sports Michiana.
Your car carries precious cargo. It needs to be dependable, rain or shine. Let Tom's Car Care Center in South Bend help take the stress out of your car's maintenance. We'll change your oil in 10 minutes, flush your transmission, replace your wiper blades, and much more. Oil changes include a half-price car wash when needed. Welcome to your extended family, Tom's Car Care Center.
When contractors and OEMs need quality electrical products at the best prices, they look to Babsco Supply. We strive to supply all the electrical products you need for residential, light commercial, and OEM electrical components. We have the knowledge, dedication to customer service, and extensive inventory to ensure your electrical projects are completed successfully. We are employee-owned, which means all of our employees are owners, so you know we care. With locations in Elkhart and Warsaw, Babsco Supply is working together to serve you better. Learn more at babsco.com.
Why do our auto insurance rates keep going up? Oh!
Dramatic increases in parts, labor, and medical care are causing auto insurance rates to soar nationwide. Lilliard's Insurance can protect you from auto rate increases with our available rate lock feature. And because Lilliard's Insurance is a local business, you get better service and deal with actual people. Hi, I'm Matt Lilliard. Call or text us today to see if you qualify.
This edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week being brought to you by Glass Doctor, Mr. Handyman, and 5-Star Painting. Your neighborly hometown heroes. Craig Heatherly, quickly, what kind of adjustments Brody Garber looking to make here?
Yeah, he said for a while that court felt like it was tilted. They were coming at them deep, offensively in transition. So his message to his guys was sprint back, build the wall, keep the ball out of the paint, and let's stop allowing easy transition layups and offensively continue to match their physicality.
Third quarter underway. It's brought to us by our friends at Southwind Flooring. Westview with a 6-point lead. Mylan Miller misfires on a three, but the rebound to Caden Grau. And Grau finds Daniel Yoder underneath for his first basket of the night. Yoder, a 6-foot sophomore, averaging almost 12 a game, but did not score at all in the first half.
Yeah, he's only the fourth player that has scored for Westview so far. Schleybaugh leading the way with 7. Grau's got 11, and Brill's got 12.
And Brant Garber has 6 now to lead Fairfield. They're within 5, but not for long, because Owen Brill with a transition basket gets 2, and
Brill now has 10.
Brody Garber incensed about his team's transition defense there. Here's Grady Garber spinning, cut off by Caden Grau, and he finally traveled.
Shipshewana-based KZ Recreational Vehicles is proud to support athletics in northern Indiana. KZ, a top RV manufacturer built on the foundation of integrity and family culture. Work for KZ and drive home with a sense of belonging, pride, and a great career.
Grau in the lane, finally gets out. Nearly tipped away by Smith. Westview being harassed on the perimeter here. Yoder, a good feed to Grau, and he puts it in for 2. Nice playing of the angles that time by Westview on the offense. Warriors have the lead back up to 9 here in the first 2 minutes of the third quarter.
Grau now leads all scorers with 13.
Cole Knight just clearing out down low and lays it in. 7 points for Knight. They need to feed the beast.
I was going to say, who's stopping him if you go inside?
And that was Chandler Pribble's one of his biggest concerns as Schleybaugh hits the turnaround in the paint for 2. But he said, the physical bodies down low for Fairfield are really tough for Westview to match up with. Here's a nice drive by Parker Smith, but the freshman misses the layup. Schleybaugh brings it the other way in transition for Westview. 2 Falcons collide, and that makes it real easy.
Luckily, everyone is okay.
11-point lead for Westview, their biggest of the night.
Schleybaugh now has 11.
Grady Garber back outside to Smith. Here's Grady for 3. That's offline. The rebound to Daniel Yoder. And Westview in a hurry. Schleybaugh. Grau down the baseline. Stop, pop, wooden drop, rebound. Fairfield.
See what the Falcons can get going. This is a big possession. They have not scored in a few minutes here.
And Westview really coming out and challenging things on the perimeter. Holsopple fouled on the way up by Mylan Miller, and Big Matt will go to the line for a pair.
Free throws coming up, brought to you by Fairfield Schools as we take a look at the replay, brought to you by KZRV. And a reminder, this third quarter brought to you by our friends at Southwind Flooring. They cheer on the Warriors. Visit their showroom located in Shipshewana or online at southwindflooring.com. Southwind Flooring, the perfect foundation to your dreams.
Matthew Holsopple watching teammates Drew Beachy and Ben Keogh check in. Holsopple, a member of an excellent Fairfield tennis team. He had 13 points in the Falcons' win over Prairie Heights. Fairfield trying to keep its hopes alive in the Northeast Corner Conference race, but Holsopple missed that one, and here comes Schleybaugh racing the other way.
He does not have the stereotypical look of a tennis player.
No, but I bet you he can cover some court.
I would think so.
Foul called on Parker Smith, and that's his second.
Tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by Fairfield Schools, leading the way with the highest graduation rates and top iRead scores in Elkhart County. Excellent starts here. Go Falcons.
10-point Westview lead as Schleybaugh retrieves it in the backcourt. Daniel Yoder, probably as competitive as anybody on this Westview team. Brill had a hot hand early. Camden Yoder for three. That's offline, but an offensive rebound by Brill. And Westview will move it around looking for the open shot. Schleybaugh will not hesitate. He has 14, and you can really see why they're high on this sophomore here in Topeka.
7 of those 14 here in the third quarter.
Brill knocked it away. And a timeout called by Chandler Pribble. 3:22 to go in the third. Westview leads at 39-26. Timeout sponsored by AgTech Solutions on Sports Michiana.
Finding private health insurance can be stressful. What if it didn't have to be? I'm Tony Letcher, licensed insurance agent. I prefer to personally meet with my clients so I can get a better understanding of your needs and budget. I can even review your current coverage. I don't want you to be my client today. I want you to be my client forever. Call Tony Letcher today to schedule your free consultation or visit tletcher.com.
This edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week brought to you in part by the Lilliard Insurance Agency. They have real people with real service and real value. And we've got a real blackout here in Topeka tonight. 39-26, Westview on top of Fairfield.
And that timeout was brought to you by AgTech Solutions. They cheer on Fairfield as farmers have had to reimagine themselves. So have the companies that work with them. As an independent rep for Pioneer, AgTech Solutions is dedicated to serving farmers year-round with the most advanced technologies and localized expertise.
3:15 to go in the third. Camden Yoder with the ball for Westview. Schleybaugh dumps it in the corner. Mylan Miller misfires on another three. He has had a rough night outside the arc tonight.
One of the things that Fairfield was able to do in the last 4 minutes of the second quarter was trim the lead from double digits down to 6. Let's see what they can do here in the final 3 minutes. That helps because that gets the lead down to 11, 39-28.
Olsopple with the big drive there. He has 7 off the bench tonight. And knocks a pass away here. Wholesale substitutions. Westview puts Caden Grau in the game. Falcons run a couple of players in as well.
Imagineering Finishing Technologies in South Bend, longtime supporter of high school athletics. They're also helping send astronauts back to the moon. Want to help? Learn more on joining the Imagineering Finishing Technologies team at iftww.com/careers.
Miller in the game now for Westview. That's Owen Brill on the outside. Warriors being very patient with an 11-point lead. Why not? Schleybaugh down low. Got himself some room and then drew the contact from Eli Miller.
And Westview School Corporation, dedicated to providing the best in academics, arts, and athletics for all our students. Excellence is our tradition at Westview. Go Warriors. What a great move by Schleybaugh underneath to get inside, get the shot off, and draw the foul.
Talked with Austin this week about being a sophomore, but also trying to be a leader on a team. Because it was clear even last year as a freshman that he was one of the better players on the squad. But last year, Westview had a very strong senior class, so there was a lot of senior leadership. This year there's only 2 seniors, and so Austin is kind of learning and adjusting. And obviously by the time he gets to be an upperclassman, a junior and a senior, I think he'll learn enough from the people that were ahead of him that he's going to be an excellent leader for this team.
It certainly helps when you only have 2 seniors that you have no choice but to help fill the void, especially as a team's leading scorer and a leader in so many ways on the court, that you just have to fill that void for your team if they're going to have success. And certainly at 8-4, they're off to a good start to this season.
Grady Garber is fouled by Daniel Yoder on the way up. That's the second on Daniel. And so here's Garber, who scores 7 points per game but only has 2 tonight, headed to the foul line. Grady, a 3-sport athlete. He was an all-conference tennis player and also a member of the Falcon baseball team. Darren Kaufman watching on Sports Michiana tonight. And Garber hits them both. 10-point Westview lead, minute 45 to go here in the third. Crowd just kind of waiting for something big to happen. Grau out by midcourt.
Thank you to Tony Letcher for his incredible support of Sports Michiana. Tony is a licensed insurance agent with Health Markets. If you're looking for assistance with Medicare, family, or individual health insurance, Google Tony Letcher Health Markets or visit tletcher.com.
Grady Garber down low on the block to Cole Knight. Oh, what a feed to Garber, who will go up and draw the contact. Like a lot about Cole Knight's game. I'd be curious to hear from Craig Heatherly with a Patrick sideline report. When you watch the big fella 33 down there for Fairfield, what are you seeing?
Say that one more time.
When you see Cole Knight 33 for Fairfield, what are you seeing as a basketball observer?
From number 33?
Yes.
He's patient. He's got really good footwork around the basket. He does a lot of the dirty work, which, is underappreciated for the most part, especially by those guards out on the perimeter that want to shoot threes. He's just a difference maker inside and plays a big role for this team.
Those free throws brought to you by Fairfield Schools.
And the Falcons whittle it down to 8, under a minute to go here in the third. But here's Schleybaugh kicking it outside, and Owen Brill couldn't handle it. And Fairfield just hanging around.
Again, they were down double digits. Can they get this down to 2 possessions? Maybe 1, but even 2 possessions would be a great place to be heading into the fourth quarter. Thank you, Tire Rack, for being the scoreboard sponsor for the Sports Michiana Game of the Week. Need new tires? Visit TireRack.com and check out their easy-to-use tire decision guide. Tires, wheels, and more will help you get there.
Grady Garber brings it up. His cousin Brandt on the outside. Here's Holsopple. Nice head and shoulder fake. Blocked from behind by Grau. Terrific defensive play by Caden Grau. And now Schleybaugh coming the other way. And Westview says, nope, we'll just hold it for 1. Grau looking. Daniel Yoder driving all the way. Yoder with a big layup to give Westview a 10-point lead as we go to the fourth. The Warriors, looking for a girls-boys sweep, have their arch rivals on the ropes, headed to the fourth on Sports Michiana.
Shopping for tires used to be like pulling teeth. That was before I went to TireRack.com. TireRack's tire decision guide made it easy to drill down to the right tires for me.
What?
Oh, I got a great deal. My tires shipped fast and free and arrived the next day. I even got 2 years of free road hazard protection.
Where?
You're darn right, wow. Next time your tires get long in the tooth, visit TireRack.com.
TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
Founded in 2001 by brothers Sam and Levi, Reliance has built a reputation for excellence, providing high-quality home building and renovation services to the Michiana area. From single-room renovations like kitchens and bathrooms to building your dream home from the ground up, everything benefits from their decades of experience. From concept to completion, Reliance makes even the largest projects simple and hassle-free. To find out more, visit RelianceDBR.net. Reliance. Design, build, renovate.
This edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week being brought to you by Crown Trophy. They're nationally known and locally owned. Downstairs for a Patrick Sideline report. Craig Heatherly, your thoughts on that third quarter?
Yeah, Westview jumped out scoring 7 out of 8 of their first possessions for 13 points. I mean, it's tough. I mean, if you're allowing that kind of production defensively, it's going to be a tough quarter for you. But, man, let's shine a light on Austin Schlabel. The kid gets it done from the three-point line. He handles the basketball. One thing I'm most impressed with is his ability to make the game easier for others.
I thought he was going to take you out there for being in his way for a second, but, he's a nice guy.
He saw Craig Heatherly was doing a sideline report and thought, well, maybe I can warm him up for player of the game, too.
7:29 to play here. What a crowd. Look at that crowd. I mean, this is such a small-knit community here at Westview. Fairfield fans coming out in full force. Great rivalry nearing the 100 mark in matchups between these two squads. Great to see the turnout for high school basketball here on Friday night.
It is still alive, very much alive in many pockets of Indiana, including here in Topeka. 44-32 in favor of Westview.
This fourth quarter brought to you by Fairfield Schools.
Schlabel rings, but not that time. And a foul called on Fairfield on the rebound action.
And Fairfield Schools want to let you know that they ensure all students learn and grow at high levels to be prepared for the future. Go Falcons.
Drew Beachy will check back in for Fairfield to take the place of Grady Garber. Both of these teams very young. Fairfield with one senior in Elijah Miller. As Schlabel hits another one and raises his total to 19. And we mentioned the two seniors for Westview. Holsappel for three. Couldn't connect, and we've got a push-off foul called on Schlabel here.
Thank you to East of Chicago Pizza in Shipshewana for feeding our crew tonight. Their buffet open 6 days a week. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery available. Also available on DoorDash. East of Chicago Pizza on Van Buren Street in Shipshewana.
Tell you what, you go out on a Saturday night, you get those Cinepops that they have at East of Chicago. Go home, put those in the microwave Sunday morning, and you will be thrilled. Here's a layup at the other end by Schlabel. He has 21. And a timeout called by Brody Garber. 6:28 to go. The timeout sponsored by AgTech Solutions. 48-32 Westview on Sports Michiana.
In 1969, America celebrated men landing on the moon. Now the USA is trying to return, and Imagineering Finishing Technologies in South Bend is helping pave the way. IFT is providing paint, chemical conversion coatings, and non-destructive testing services for NASA's Space Launch System and Orion spacecraft, which will deliver astronauts to the moon and possibly Mars. Help make it happen by joining the Imagineering Finishing Technologies team at iftww.com/career.
This edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week is being brought to you in part by Big C Lumber, where the possibilities are endless. The Westview students following directions well here in a little Simon Says action with 6:28 to go. 48-32 up in Michigan tonight. Edwardsburg beat Plainwell 44-39. And not getting a lot of scores here tonight. I can tell you college basketball. Oh, yeah. Purdue is putting a smackdown on Michigan at Mackey Arena, 36-13 with 8 minutes left in the first half. Girls hoops tonight. Lakeshore beat St. Joe 56-44 as Holsappel misses the shot, gets his own rebound, and feeds it out to Parker Smith.
Of course, earlier tonight in our first of two Sports Michiana games of the week, Fairfield falling at the hands of Westview. A big upset win for the Warrior girls basketball team, 46-40.
Speaking of upsets, maybe one brewing at the Palace. Penn leads number one St. Joe 38-35 at the half. In boys action, St. Joe has Northwood tomorrow night over at Alumni Gym. Owen Brill with the three. He has 13, and this one is starting to get away from the Falcons.
And you heard that big Westview crowd explode on that three-pointer. They've been waiting for that opportunity.
Holsappel tries to answer, can't. Cole Knight is fouled on the way up by Caden Grau.
Your home deserves the best, and your neighborly hometown heroes are here to deliver. Glass Doctor secures your home with expert glass care. Mr. Handyman takes on small fixes to big improvements. And 5-Star Painting revitalizes your space inside and out. Trust the pros with your peace of mind above all else. As you see that 3 from down on the other end, brought to you by our friends at KZRV and our friends at Fairfield Schools, sponsoring these free throws.
Knight misses the first. Hits the second. Cole with his average of 8. 18-point Westview lead. Plymouth leading Wawasee at the half, 26-13. Here's Grau from the foul line outside to Daniel Yoder. He'll take it down the baseline for 2. Nice first step from Daniel.
He now has 6 points, all here in the second half.
Holsapple looking outside to get some help.
This was a 6-point game at the half. This was an 8-point game with a minute left in the third quarter.
Yeah.
And now it is a 20-point Westview lead 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. What a run the Warriors have gone on here early in the fourth quarter.
Knight in double figures now with 10. Chandler Pribble's got a nice ball club here. They're going to go to 9-4 on the year by the looks of it. 4-1 in the Northeast Corner Conference. And we've got a little elbow action called on Parker Smith.
Ferret Custom Roll Forming, the best choice in metal fabrication, serving a variety of industries, including solar, appliances, conveyor systems, chassis, and structural components to decorative trim. Learn more at ferretrollforming.com. We form value.
Schleybaugh has it knocked away and out of bounds by Cole Knight. Westview will have Garrett on Tuesday night in a rematch of that NECC championship game. Fairfield has to regroup. They go over to Cave in Mishawaka to take on Buddy Bender's Cavemen on Tuesday night. Rao misses the shot and the rebound to Fairfield. Here's a 3 on the way by Parker Smith, but it's off the mark. And Daniel Yoder racing the other way. 4-on-2. Brill down low. No foul called, and they're letting them play here in the fourth with 4:10 to go. Smith down the lane, off the glass, no good. Out of bounds, it'll go to Westview. And both teams will go to the benches. Mylan Miller checking back in along with Camden Yoder.
Sports Michiana's apparel, courtesy of our friends at It's Tops in Mishawaka. Clothes, office supplies, tumblers. If you want to put your logo on something, odds are It's Tops can make it happen. Locally run since 1976. It's Tops gives you the personalized attention you deserve. Learn more at itstops.net. Tell you what, can't say enough about our friends at It's Tops who really came through for us. When Sports Michiana was created, they contacted us and said, well, we think you guys probably need help with some apparel. And we're like, yes, we do. And they took care of us and got it to us within just a few weeks. It's great.
Well, living up to their name, just like Austin Schleybaugh's tops tonight. He has 23. His career high came against Churubusco with 26. Nearly a steal by Camden Yoder. End of 3, Warsaw hammering Concord 53-26 tonight. We'll see the Tigers next Friday night on Sports Michiana. They'll take on Northwood in a showdown for first place in the Northern Lakes Conference.
Man, that is going to be a fun one down at the Tiger Den.
Parker Smith for 2, and a timeout sponsored by AgTech Solutions. 3:23 to go. Westview comfortably ahead, 55-37 on Sports Michiana.
Just graduated high school and now wondering what's next? Ready to start making a difference? Now is your chance. The St. Joe County Police Department Correctional Officer's starting pay is $50,000. Working in the jail can teach you life skills that you can use as a correctional or police officer. Benefits include vacation, medical, dental, and vision. For more information, call Sergeant Kylie Williams at 574-245-6263 or apply at sjcpd.org.
Medicare plans can be confusing, but they don't have to be. I'm Tony Letcher, licensed insurance agent. I can help you compare your options because I'm appointed with many nationally recognized carriers. With my help, you can find the coverage that fits your needs and budget. I don't want you to be my client today. I want you to be my client forever. Call Tony Ledger today to schedule your free consultation or visit tledger.com.
This edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week brought to you in part by Ferret Custom Roll Forming. We form value. Chuck Freeby, Angelo, Carlo, Craig Heatherly. That's Brody Garber, the Fairfield head coach, not happy tonight. His team trailing Westview 55-37 and in jeopardy of falling to 5-6 on the season. Update from Marion, where Riley leads the night 65-59 with 1:25 left in that one.
It's a couple of close battles in the NIC and some of the top dogs on the ropes in close battles. St. Joe Penn is still the one that kind of surprised me because it is felt that nobody has been able to hang with St. Joe from around here so far this year. So job well done by the Kingsmen so far tonight in that game.
The question is, can they keep it up for 2 more quarters?
Oh, that was a halftime score?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That was early then. All right. We'll see.
Meanwhile, it's Camden Yoder going to the foul line for the first time this season for Westview. Honor roll student, member of the baseball team here for the Warriors, and he can't get the first one to go.
If you're wondering, Camden Yoder, Daniel Yoder are not related. Yoder around here is
like Smith or Jones.
Yes.
Or Camden will get another, and the senior connects.
But we always ask because one of these times someone is actually going to be related.
It has happened. Holsopple backing Grau down low and gets the bucket in the bump. Matthew looking for double figures here as he goes to the stripe for the old-fashioned three-point play.
This trip to the free throw line brought to you by Fairfield Schools.
Bremen leading LaVille in the Bi-County tournament, 35-20 in the third. Bremen with a very nice player in Chase Devine, and Matt Miller's squad trying to get to the championship game of the Bi-County here. Holsopple only averages 4 a game, but he's had a nice night tonight. The 6'1 junior now in double figures with 10. He'll come out. Elijah Miller will check in.
.16 game, 3 minutes left. Everyone in the gym feels the game's over. Fairfield,
they may feel the game's over, but they're not leaving.
No, because they know it's not. They feel it's over, but they know it's not because it's a rivalry game. And again,
weird things happen. Shown here. Parker Smith with the steal. Parker Smith misses the layup. Keogh can't connect. And it goes out of bounds off Westview. It'll be Fairfield ball.
I mean, they keep the possession there, but that's one of those plays that obviously, if you're going to make up 16 points in the final 3 minutes, you gotta make those bunnies.
Knight and Holsop will come back in for Fairfield. It's Knight working his way down low, and he's fouled on the floor. I think it's on Caden Grau.
Only the 4th team foul against Westview, so it'll be a non-shooting foul.
For Grau, that's his 3rd. Everything that's a foul from here on in, unless it's player control, will be a shooting foul. Holsopple just backing people down. But Westview plays very good defense. Smith changed hands and drew the foul, and he'll go to the line for 2. Foul called on Schleybaugh. That's his 4th. And here's Parker Smith, only a freshman, averages 8 points a game, and the staff at Fairfield says he's really handled being a freshman on the varsity quite well.
Well, again, we mentioned it early on, the youth movement that Fairfield is ongoing after having all those upperclassmen a year ago on a terrific basketball team.
Smith misses the second. and Schleybaugh gets the loose change off the floor.
And there are bodies on the floor, and luckily Caden Grau is okay as he gets up from the floor.
And the parade to the foul line will continue here for the next 2:17. And for Austin Schleybaugh, chance for him to raise a high point total anyway. 24 now for Austin. That matches how many he had against Garrett in the championship game of the Northeast Corner Conference Tournament Saturday night. We mentioned earlier his career high is 26 against Churubusco. He'll get another. Missed that one, and Holsopple gets the rebound.
Barring the unbelievable comeback that Fairfield will come back from 16 down with just over 2 minutes left, I don't think there's much question Austin Schleybaugh will be our Reliance player of the game. So if you're still tuned in at this point, no reason to leave. He'll talk to Craig as soon as this game's over.
And now both teams going to clear the benches.
The white flag has been put up in the air.
And a nice ovation from the Warrior faithful for their team, who will now raise their record to 9-4 for the season and 4-1 in NECC play. And we'll see a lot of the guys that are on the JV coming into the game here now for both squads. Stolen away. This is Zach Melberg coming down and hitting the basket. So Melberg, a 5'11 sophomore, gets on the board for Fairfield, and it's a 14-point game.
Chuck having to dig into the bonus roster here.
Yes, I did. A lot of these lads weren't on the chart that Uncle Chuck made up, and that's understandable. That happens, but you want them to get their just reward as well.
You always just hope that they're actually wearing the same uniform.
Hey, how about Miller, the sophomore? Knocks one down. And at the other end, big-time block. And here comes Westview, leading 60-43.
And it is worth noting, if you were not tuned in earlier, it was the girls' game that preceded this game. So the JV was played in the Aux Gym. So this is their opportunity, these JV players, to play in front of this big crowd. Many times you get that opportunity at the end of your game, the big crowd's coming in, but because of the doubleheader with the varsity teams, at least they get their opportunity now, which is really neat.
Final 30 seconds of this one. Westview will pad its cushion in the rivalry over Fairfield and get its first win over the Falcons in a couple of years. It was Fairfield who had the upper hand last year at the Falcons' Nest. Not to be tonight at the Warrior Gym in Topeka. That'll do it. The Westview Warriors knock off the Fairfield Falcons. The final score, 60-43. Westview now 9-4 on the season, 4-1 in NECC play. Fairfield drops to 5-6 and 2-2 in conference play. And we'll keep it here for our St. Joe County Police Department post-game show. As we go downstairs, Craig Heatherly has corralled Austin Schleybaugh, taking him over for the post-game interview. And go ahead, Craig. You've got the star of the game, Austin Schleybaugh, who had 24 points tonight.
Oh, he's a star. I mean, look at everybody surrounding this kid. Look at him. You guys are now 9-4, 4-1 in the league. In an atmosphere like this, what was it like to play in this game?
I mean, it felt great. We haven't played in this big of a crowd in a while. We've been struggling at the beginning of the season, and we've just been getting better since our loss at East Noble.
You weren't only just the most physical team on the court, you guys were the most connected. What's so special about this team?
I feel like we're just very close, not even just in basketball, but just outside of basketball. We just hang out a lot. We're very close outside of basketball, which I think translates to on the court, so I feel like that's what it is.
You scored 24 points, you shoot it, you dribble it, you pass it, you defend it, you rebound, you do it all. What allows you to make that kind of an impact on this game?
I mean, it's really all my teammates. I couldn't be able to score that many points without them being able to shoot the ball, so if they're not shooting that, they're going to be helping on me, but I can kick it out. If they make that, I can get a drive.
What can a big win like this do for the season?
I feel like it can just impact it very well because we can get our energy up and we can just keep going from here.
Well, that's it for tonight's player of the game. I mean, he's about to get swarmed here, but good luck. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you very much, Craig, and we welcome everybody inside the Notre Dame Federal Credit Union broadcast booth as we get you ready for our Big C Lumber play of the game. And once again, Austin Schleybaugh coming through.
Yeah, absolutely. He had a big game. He actually didn't score right away in this one, and then finally was starting to come through as we'll try to get the Big C Lumber big play of the game queued up for you and play. And here it is in transition. Here comes Schleybaugh driving inside. Gets the bucket to go. Nicely done there, making it look so smooth as he finishes with 24 points here tonight. Our Big C Lumber big play of the game as Westview wins its 4th straight game.
So Westview certainly in control of its destiny, I believe, in the Northeast Corner Conference. They've got a big game coming up on Tuesday night with Garrett, a team that got embarrassed on this floor last Saturday night and will certainly want to rev itself back up. As for Fairfield, Brody Garber's got to regalvanize this team after a loss to its arch rival and try to get them ready for a game on the road against a physical Mishawaka team on Tuesday night.
Well, and then you come back from a week ago when you lose earlier than you probably expected in the conference tournament. It's a young squad. It is at the point in the year where you got to put all your chips on the table, right? You got to really fight hard to overcome this setback here tonight because that's a couple of tough losses for this team. But as you mentioned, with Westview battling for the lead at the top, it is a battle. Lakeland's 5-0, Angola's 4-1, West Noble's 4-1, now Westview's 4-1. So it is a battle for the conference championship. Certainly, they've shown what they have by winning the conference tournament. But in terms of the players here tonight, what an effort in terms of, we know what Schleybaugh did, but Caden Grau was great in that first quarter, finished with 13 points, had 7 in the first quarter, and Owen Brill, same with him. He had 8 points in that first quarter, ended up finishing with 13 points. So nice job all around by this Westview squad, and how cool it is for them to sweep their arch rivals.
Absolutely. In case you missed it earlier, the Westview girls upset Fairfield tonight 46-40, and then the boys win by a final score of 60-43. Our thanks to our terrific Sports Michiana crew for helping bring you this one, led by the G-Man, Gary Martin, and our usual cast of terrific people that work with us. Pat Driscoll on camera tonight, along with Matt Kowalski and Ryan Fitzpatrick, Duran Gray and Tony Beltran in the truck, working with Gary Martin. Now a reminder, Sunday is the Indiana High School Girls Tournament Draw. It's on IHSA TV at 5 p.m. You'll get all the pairings for all 4 classes in the state of Indiana. Monday night on Pulse FM, it's the final edition of the Irish Football Fix. Anj and I will get you up to date on everything that's happened since the national championship game, the transfer portal, the coaching changes, the whole 9 yards. And then next Friday night, what a Northern Lakes Conference game we have for you. Number 6 Warsaw, number 4 Northwood from the Tiger Den in Lake City. We'll have it for you pregame at 7:30 and tip-off right around 7:45. Now from our broadcast partners, Angelo, Carlo, and Craig Heatherly, Chuck Freeby. Once again, the final, Westview 60, Fairfield 43. So long from the top of Topeka.
Thank you for watching the Sports Michiana High School Game of the Week. And thank you to all these great sponsors for making it possible. Support us by supporting them.